from Ronnie Fowler Stadium on the campus of Jackson Christian here in Jackson, Tennessee. Jay Cashin is our producer and director to my right. Stan Gerard is our color analyst to my left. I'm Diamond Dave McCullough. There's Justin Miller in the game, the dad of Hammer and Hank Miller. As we get you ready for high school football on a Friday night, nothing any better. The weather is great, 78 degrees. And a little bit of breeze. It's going to get down in the 50s tonight, so by the time you get out here, you probably need to wear a jacket. I already have mine on. A good crowd across the way of Jackson Christian fans and TCA fans filing here on the visitor side, and that's where we're seated here, right here in the middle of our fans, and we are happy to be here. Hats off to Jay Cashin setting things up for us. And Stan Gerard, great to be back with you, and it's great to be back with what is one of the great rivalries, I think, in West Tennessee, the Eagles and the Lions here tonight, and it's a big, big ball game for both squads.
Yeah, it is, Diamond Dave. This is the 30th time that TCA and Jackson Christian have hooked up. Jackson Christian leads the overall series, which dates back to 1995, 19 wins to 10 for TCA. And JCS won that game so long ago by a score of 28-8. That was part, Dave, of a 24-game TCA losing streak that spread over the part of 5 seasons in the very beginnings of the TCA program. There have been 2 shutouts between these two schools. JCS won 56-0 way back in 1997, and to this day, that's the largest margin of victory by a JCS team in any of their games. In the meantime, TCS blanked Jackson Christian at Jackson Christian in 2017 by a score of 54-0, which was Darby Palmer's first game as the head coach at Jackson Christian, and that win happened to be the second largest margin of victory for any TCA team in school history.
2 teams battling it out here tonight. One undefeated, Jackson Christian 6-0 and 2-0 in the league. Meanwhile, TCA very well could be 6-0 as well. They're 4-2, 2 all games that you feel like they let one of them get away. And then, of course, Memphis Business, they came in and pretty well stunned us there, but held on in that thing. That thing was a tight game going into 4th. TCA, though, red hot. They won 3 in a row and have outscored their opponents in those 3 games, Stan, 146-0. That's almost unheard of.
That's a new TCA school record. Twice in TCA's past history, we've shut out opponents twice in a row on 2 different occasions. Now, I don't think that's going to happen tonight.
Stan had a chance.
It sure be nice, but
very good. Stan had a chance to talk to Coach Bowling. We'll hear that here in the countdown to kickoff. We're going to take a 2-minute break, a first break of the scenario. Bradley White will be on the camera with us tonight. Jay Cashin's our producer and director, as we mentioned earlier. A lot of media here tonight. Steve Bowers and the gang from E Plus are here, and of course they have their crew across the way, Jackson Christian, and we're happy to be here supporting and giving you TCA broadcasts as well. We'll come back, and when we come back, Stan will take a look at some of the other key games, and there's a lot of big ones around West Tennessee tonight. We'll come back and do that. Coach Bowling coming up down the road as well. This is TCA Football. Stay with us.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
Ronnie Fowler Stadium on the campus of Jackson Christian School alongside Diamond Dave McCulley. My name's Stan Gerard, and you're watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show right here on the TCA Broadcast Network.
You're trying to get me on that network. To be in this business for over 40 years, I'm still sort of technically challenged, aren't I, Stan?
Yeah.
You found it for
Yeah,
me?
I found it.
Okay, good.
A lot of big games in
That's why
West Tennessee.
That's why we keep you around, bud. Go ahead. Yeah, there are a lot of big games.
A lot of big games. Here's one that I question, though. I question why this game's even being played. Memphis East comes and plays at USJ. Memphis East was defeated 70-8 by Chester County to open the season, and they're in to play USJ. That could end up being much, much worse than 70-8.
I smell running clock.
They could start in the first quarter, and it wouldn't matter in that game. DCA is at Friendship Christian. We're talking about the Middle Tennessee a little bit earlier because we played DCA later on in the year, and we could see either one of those teams in the playoffs. And I favor Friendship Christian in that ballgame. Oh, by the way, USJ is going to beat Memphis East. Covington is at Bolivar Central. Covington gets the W there. Ripley, who's basically only scored about 2 touchdowns all year, they travel to Westview to be a sacrificial lamb tonight. Dyer County is at Chester County. Dyer County was supposed to be one of the better teams in West Tennessee. They've struggled as of late, getting beat 35-0 at South Gibson a week or so ago. They travel to Chester County. I like Chester County to get the win in that ball game. Here's another huge game, Dave. Dyersburg at Crockett County. This is going to be a big, big ball game. I like the homestanding Cavaliers in that contest. A great big game out of Memphis in 2A football. Memphis Business is at Fairleigh. Those are the 2 teams that are the cream of the crop in the Memphis area. Those 2 will fight out in the playoffs to see who advances and plays the teams from rural West Tennessee. Humboldt is at Greenfield. Greenfield's going to get the W there. Jackson Northside is at Hardin County. Hardin County struggling this year. The Indians get the victory in that contest. Liberty Magnet is at Brewston Hollow Rock. Brewston gets the dub there. Riverside is at Huntington. Huntington's going to get the win there. Gibson County at JCM. They're opening up their new stadium tonight. Huntington's going to get the win there against Riverside. JCM hosting Gibson County, and JCM is going to get the win there in their new stadium. West Carroll's at Lake County. Lake County is going to get the W there. South Gibson is at Lexington. This is my upset special of the week. I like Lexington in this contest. O'Brien County is at McNary Central. McNary Central is going to get the win. Haywood is at Millington. Haywood gets the W there. Munford, who won a huge, huge ball game last week, will be hosting Kingsbury. That one's going to be over by the half. Fayette Ware travels to a place that we've been before, Oak Haven, one of our favorite facilities there at Oak Haven. It's going to be the visitors getting the W there.
I'll never forget at Oak Haven where the
grill.
Remember where the burnout area was at midfield? And I asked the PA guy, I said, what happened there? And he said, last week was homecoming. They went over and stole the other quarterback's car and brought it over here and burned it. That's a true story.
Yeah, it is. Halls is at Peabody. Halls is going to take the loss to Peabody there. Lewis County's at Scotts Hill. Scotts Hill, they're in 3A, but they're not really a 3A school. How they managed to get in 3A is beyond me. But it's going to be Lewis County with the W there. Gleason is at South Fulton. South Fulton playing surprisingly well this year. They're going to get the win in that ball game. Fayette Academy is at Tipton Rosemark. Diamond Dave, I think that game tonight between Fayette Academy and Tipton Rosemark, of course, we'll be at Fayette Academy next week. But I think this game between Fayette Academy and Tipton Rosemark is going to be the 4th seed in the playoffs. Incidentally, in another game last night, Harding Academy got a region win as they knocked off FACS 19-18.
How about that?
In a Thursday night game. Our last ball game, Diamond, this has the potential to be a very good ball game. Milan travels to Union City. I got to like the Purple Puppies in that one. This week, or last week, Diamond, you'll be interested to know I was at 82.6%. I was 19-4 on the season. Overall, I'm 80 wins and only 18 losses, batting a clean 81.6% for the season on my pick'ems.
I'm really impressed with your pick'ems, and your percentage is sky high, I might add. And I'm not just saying that because he's sitting to my left. That's some outstanding picking. Let's do this. Let's take another break. When we come back, Coach Bowling will join Stan. He'll give you his thoughts about his Lions and the Eagles that we face tonight here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. Big crowd coming in already. It's going to be a doozy. Stay with us. This is TCA Football.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
I'm speaking with the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. Coach, after 3 straight shutout victories for the TCA Lions, we get back into region play, and it doesn't get any more real than it does. Business gets serious this week when we travel to Jackson Christian.
Yeah, it's been 3 good weeks. Played well, played clean football for the last 3 weeks, offensively, defensively, special teams. But hey, all that's leading up to where we are today, and that's getting ready for this game. And it is a big region game for us, so we got to dot every I and cross every T.
We still got several weeks, and it's hard to believe this is week 7 of the season. It's just flown by, but this game, so much rides on every region game, but especially this one. We know big time seeding is just waiting for the winner or loser of this game.
Yeah, the TSSAA, I'm not complaining or anything like that, but the 3-way tiebreakers and stuff like that is a little different than what I was used to, and in the sense that they just go by overall record and stuff like that. And so it kind of encourages teams to just play smaller schools or whatever, so you can have a really good record in case you have a tie with somebody in that deal. And so of course us losing the USJ put us behind the 8 ball, and it's a big deal. So for us to finish where we want to finish and get things going in the right direction, we need to have a big win tonight.
Looking at the offense for Jackson Christian, of course, a new quarterback. He's been fairly serviceable this year, but Deuce Lawrence back at tailback, he's been a thorn in the TCA side, seems like forever.
Yeah, he's a good back. He's a good back. We've seen good backs. That's the good thing about playing, competitive games and trying to find a schedule with good competition on it, is that you get to see good level backs and stuff like that, and we've seen that this year. So he's definitely a good back, but we've seen those guys, and hopefully we're ready for it.
You know, we got Deuce Lawrence, you know, a great back. Now we know why, for the people who don't know, now we know why you scheduled Memphis Business Academy, and that got a plethora of great running backs they had.
Right. I mean, you know, when you get through playing Memphis Business Academy, you've seen the best of the best, you know, in the backfield. And so, not saying that, you know, our defense should be ready for anything, I guess is what point I'm trying to make, because when you try to hem that guy in, and they had, like you said, a whole stable full of them. And so, you know, we had to work really hard and learn some things from what we did wrong in that game and try to do a better job of it. But hopefully it's prepared us for tonight.
Yeah. Like TCA, they have several kids going both ways as well. So, you know, I think we're going to be fairly even in that department. Their line, though, you know, both sides of the ball, their interior line, awfully good size and awfully strong.
Yeah, they always do a good job. Defensive line, offensive line, they do a good job there, and good schemes. You know, they're well coached. You know, that's just hey, that's good football. That's what it is, and that's what you want, and that's what you're expecting. And, you know, you and I talked after the USJ game, saying, hey, you got to be in big games to be able to learn how to win big games, and we were in the game all the way to the last 3 seconds of it. You know, and so we need to continue to learn from those mistakes and try to get better and be able to finish those games, and so you know, hopefully everything we've done up to this point has prepared us for tonight.
Looking at you know, what film I've been able to look at on them, they're going to be tough. It's going to be a tough road to hoe going up the gut on them, so to speak. You know, I see this as maybe having an advantage, you know, getting the ball to the outside with the quarterback run or the option play or a toss sweep type of thing. But, you know, because I think we've got the speed to get to the outside, and, you know, I continue to go with our core of receivers. You know, even though there's not a lot of experience in that core of receivers, looking at them, I don't know if there's another better set of receivers, top to bottom, in our region, top to bottom as far as the wide receivers go. I don't know if there's any group of kids that are any better than ours.
Well, I like to, you know, I'm a little biased toward ours, that's for sure. You know, I think we've got a really good group of guys, and again, you know, Owen does a great job of spreading the ball around to different ones, and so they've all had some really good catches. They've all had some really good yards. They've all had some key catches in key games, and you know, the main thing is whether it's up the middle, whether it's on the edges, whether it's in the air, you know, the main thing is, you know, just to take what they're giving us, and so, you know, I think that's the most important part right now.
You know, looking at the game 2 years ago there, you know, we lost by a couple of touchdowns, but it seemed like it was one of those games we kind of more or less handed it to them on a platter, so to speak, a couple of years ago at their place, and I would certainly like to give that one right back to them this week.
Yeah, well, we actually won one a couple of years ago here at our place, and the one you're speaking of was last year.
Wow, oh, that's right, that was last year.
And we were up 14 points on them at one point in the game, and kind of had some, you know, I guess bad coaching or something going on there, but they came back and ended up, you know, beating us in that game. So, yeah, that's kind of stuck in the craw, I think, of the kids, you know, all year long. And so, you know, when you have something like that happen, it tends to stay with you for a little while. And I think it's been long enough, and it's time to maybe, you know, change that around this year.
Coach, keys to victory tonight against Jackson Christian.
You know, like I said, I think taking what they give us, you know, they're going to try to take something away, so let them take that away. That's fine. You know, whatever it is. If they want to take away the middle, they can take away the middle. If they want to take away the flanks, they can take away the flanks. If they want to take away the pass, they can take away the pass. But they can't take away all of them every single play. So, you know, the main thing is just being ready for what we can do there and hanging on to the football, no turnovers, and playing a good, clean football game like we have the last 3 weeks.
Coach, I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now, and you know, looking ahead to this ball game, and there have been a lot of people in town that have kind of, you know, not given TCA much of a chance. But I keep saying, you don't want to sleep on TCA, And you don't want to sleep on them because the boogeyman's going to come to get you if you don't watch out.
Well, I don't know about that, but
And we're the boogeyman.
we've been playing really well, so hopefully we'll continue that.
All right, Coach, let's go get them.
Thank you.
That's the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show. We're back after this.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Alongside Stan Gerard here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, the captains about to meet at midfield on the Eagle. Beautiful turf field here. We have Lee, Miller, Boyle, and Atwood, the captains, wearing the road whites tonight. Those dark helmets and the purple trim and purple numbers. And Stan, the captains across the way, getting ready to come this way. One of those will be Mason Vaughn. We'll spot the other numbers as they make their way here. I think one of them, too, will be Tucker Jones.
It'll be
their
quarterback
punter,
number
and
12.
their quarterback, number 12, who we saw warming up. Eli Smith comes in here tonight. Over 800 yards passing, 145 yards rushing, and we've got really two great quarterbacks here going at it tonight. You look at Atwood's numbers, Stan. Phenomenal numbers coming in here tonight with 468 yards rushing. And due to your stats that you sent me earlier, he has racked up the yards passing as well. And he has thrown for a lot of touchdowns. I will tell you this, one thing I did notice about Smith, he's thrown quite a few touchdowns and has not thrown an interception all year this year.
Has been good, very good in that department. He's been real good overall. He's hitting on about 60% of his passes, so he's got a good high percentage of completions. That tells me one thing: he's throwing a lot of safe passes.
No doubt.
Out there.
Again, we want to thank Jay Cash and Bradley White's our cameraman tonight. He does a great job for us, and want to thank Jay. He's got the power pack down here. I'm wondering which one's going to go out first, his power pack or my batteries, which are the cheap ones, I might add, at Dollar Tree, on my little flashlight here, the looping flashlight I have. Well, Stan, we heard from Coach Bowling. You and I have talked about it off and on all week. We've heard both sides of the equation, fans on each side talking about it. And what are your keys for a TCA win tonight?
Dave, first thing you got to do is get off early in this ball game. You got to silence that crowd on the other side and take them out of the game. To me, that's one of the biggest things, to get out in front of them early and get out front early and often in this game. You know, like Coach said, we cannot commit turnovers in this ball game. We've done a great job protecting the rock the last few games, and even though I know it's a basketball term, we've done a good job protecting the football the last few games, and we need to continue that. Continue to attack and move downhill. Don't get into positions where we have to get uncomfortable, and make sure our defense can put the other team into positions where they are uncomfortable.
You look at every game, 1 through 10 during the regular season, the playoffs, obviously, both teams are going to make it, I think, but the bottom line is, or will make it, but the bottom line is, every game you want to get off to a good start. But for some reason, Stan, this game tonight seems like to me, off to the good start is a huge key on which team might win this thing.
Well, here's the deal in this ball game. If TCA wins tonight, they've got the driver's seat for the number 2 seed. If Jackson Christian wins this game tonight, they're going to be the number 2 seed and we'll be the number 3 seed. Now, if we win and USJ beats Jackson Christian on week 11, then we'll be the number 2 seed. So should we win the game tonight, we're going to have to become, in week 11, the biggest Bruin fans on the face of the earth.
Halloween night?
Halloween night.
That's absolutely right.
Spooky night, stranger things can happen.
Nash, one of the starters, that's Tristan Nash. That's Bill Hamilton's grandson, one of our great friends. Meanwhile, out there, too, one of the captains we didn't mention earlier. We're going to go back down our list, and that's James Dyer, the senior linebacker and tight end. So those are your captains. They're about to meet. And, Stan, I was saying a moment ago off mic that there's not a packed house here, but as I look now, we have more TCA fans coming in, and across the way, more Jackson Christian fans filing in. So it's going to be a huge crowd here. I don't know that it's going to be a sellout, but it's got a huge crowd.
If you look at their north entrance, there's a whole line of folks coming down, and none of them are making a hard right to go to the home side. They're all coming behind the goalpost to come over this side of the field. So the crowd's coming. And remember, parking's somewhat limited here, so a packed house gets parking on the street, down the road, and around the corner, and everything else.
I parked up at the gym and was coming down in Greg Armour in his golf cart. By the way, they have named that press box the Greg Armour press box, I might add.
I've heard that.
Yeah, and he shared that with me earlier. Good to see him. He brought me down in the golf cart. You and Jay, you guys are VIPs. I'm not sure where Bradley parked, but you guys are right here behind the stands here.
Well, I just got down here, pulled right in, went on about my business.
I need y'all's connections, I'm telling you. Well, the captain's meeting at midfield, and the beautiful crowd here tonight, 78 degrees. Couldn't ask for a better night. No rain in the forecast, knock on wood, and just a pleasant night. And we think it's going to be topped off with a great football game. Gail Presley is watching. Gail, thanks so much for the candy corn. I did tell Stan that you're going to bring him some later. Thank you so much for coming by today. Rose Haynes says Granny is watching up in Charleston, Missouri. Janice Baumgartner is watching. That means that Rodney is watching. Hot Rod's watching as well. Jackson Christian will receive this football, and they'll begin the game moving from left to right toward the fieldhouse end zone. Teresa Hall Whitehead. And the Whiteheads have always, Stan, I go back to my first days back in 2006. I remember two things about that 2006. Sponsorship, Jimmy and Connie Clement, first down. They got their money's worth through the years. And then the Whiteheads have always listened to us.
John Whitehead was the official scorer here for several years.
John and Teresa, and certainly love them to death as well as we do all of our fans. Well, Stan, Jackson Christian's going to get their hands on this ball to begin the game.
TCA did win the toss and deferred to the second half. I saw a sweeping downward motion while he was on the TCA side. So TCA has deferred to the second half, and the Eagles of Jackson Christian coming on the field. We await the arrival, as you see it on your television screen, the arrival of your TCA Lions, and here they come. The Lions are in the house.
A little bit of a waiting game as both teams, TCA was down to our left. Jackson Christian was across the way, and you hear the horns sounding here. And this crowd now beginning to settle in and get ready for this one tonight. Normally Hank Miller brings them out with a flag, but tonight it was, who brought that out, Stan?
24.
Okay. Well, we changed up the numbers. We have to be careful about that again, too, because it looks like we've changed. I think Helton's going to wear 21 tonight. So we'll need to double check that. And I think that's Tevin Reed that's wearing 80, Stan.
Something on their scoreboard needs to be turned off.
So
there
we're
you
ready
go
for this one, and the Lions will kick it off, and we'll spot those number changes for you as the game progresses.
It's going to be for TCA. The number changes.
Helton's going to wear 21. You know that.
Helton's in 21.
Reed's going to wear 80.
Williamson is in 20, and Reed's in 80. And there's one other that I don't think we have to worry about.
What's Reed wearing tonight?
80.
80, okay. We'll double check that. Okay. That was Reed Williamson that brought the flag out. All right, we're getting ready for the kickoff. And Stan, always exciting, and the adrenaline flowing even more so tonight with these two rivals.
TCA wearing their road whites with purple numbers, black trim. Jackson Christian in their home blues with gray and white stripes, silver helmets. Is going to be Gabe Lee, the little general, to kick off for TCA. And with the call of the game, here's the voice of sports. He is Double D Diamond, Dave McCulley.
Thank you very much. And Lee puts a good foot in it. And Deuce Lawrence will get it at about the 3-yard line. He's their great returner and great running back. Lawrence coming right at us, and the Lions have him pinned in nicely down there. And he does not get back to the 15-yard line.
He's going to be,
boy, leading that attack. Was that Joyce again?
He's going to be down at about the 13.
That was Jacob Joyce. Jacob Joyce. leading the attack. Some of the kids wearing pink tonight. It's National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And he is standing where they mark him. They're going to mark him at about, we don't have the greatest angle, at about the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 there for this explosive Eli Smith-led Jackson Christian offense.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're going to be primarily a run team, but they will mix it up quite a bit. They're about 10, 11 throws a ball game.
How about 18 rushing touchdowns and 9 passing touchdowns? Smith's in that shotgun. He looks, he throws, and the big guy unloads down there, and that ball is going to be incomplete. And
intercepted!
And then dropped. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
The intended receiver was Carlos Robertson, and back there on that coverage and almost coming up with the INT stand. Who was it?
That's 20.
That's going to be
Williamson,
wearing the 20 tonight.
Tell you what, that ball way underthrown there. TCA did a good job of coming back for. I thought their guy was going to slip underneath and get it, but had it, just couldn't hang on to it as we went to the ground.
Reed made a great play on that and came within a whisper of holding on to it. Smith in the gun again. They give it to Lawrence. Lawrence running explosively across the 15.
Joe Cole
scoots his way to about the 17, and Joe Cole made the stop. It's going to be 3rd down.
3rd and long for the Eagles. Ball just across the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I have to look for the chains. They're not across the way. I remember we're on the visitor side. It's going to be 3rd and about 7. Chains are on our side here. We're in the visitors' bleachers.
We're doing this just like Harry Carey used to do.
Absolutely. I love it. You have to embrace it. Lawrence to the left of Smith. Not in the pistol. He's to the left of it. Puts a man in motion. And he'll give it to him on the jet sweep and running that ball around the left corner and getting the 1st down and more and scooting his way up across the 25-yard line. Nice play, and they put in motion that time, Stan. Kingston Robertson.
Robertson's going to get out to the 26-yard line. A pickup of 10 on that play for number 3.
Needed 7 and got 10. 25-yard line, hash mark left. We're underway. We played just a minute. 11:04 left here in this first stanza. They bring Lawrence here to the near side. Very versatile. That's actually Kelsey Rose, the junior.
He's a big boy.
He is a nice-looking athlete. Smith, Eli Smith. Looks more like a linebacker than a quarterback, but he's a good quarterback as well. Here's Lawrence. Lawrence, not much. He was able to power his way from 3, maybe to the 28, and leading the tackle that time was Joyce again. Also on the stop was Joe Cole and others.
Pickup of 2 on the play, 2 carries, 4 yards for the running back, Lawrence, for Jackson Christian.
Officially, they give him 3. It's 2nd and 7. Clock running, 10:40 underway here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium on the campus of Jackson Christian. 2nd and 7. Smith moves in. Looks like they're checking off across the way. Yep, they're getting the play call from across the way. Darby Palmer, the head coach. Here's Smith, going to throw, and it's
dropped it.
Absolutely dropped. A catchable ball right in the breadbasket. Deuce Lawrence, I think, wanted to run before he got it. Here's the replay.
Yeah, you're going to watch this play. He's going to do a hard fake right in the middle. Watch this. Fake to the handoff, boom, throw down there, and right in the breadbasket. He didn't think about running with it. He just flat dropped that ball right between the numbers.
Cindy Taylor watching tonight. Clarence Pettigrew, Jerry Davis, hello Jerry, Connie Arnold, Tommy Chapman, and my son Jeremy McCulley watching up in Nashville. Son, I've been praying for you. Hope you feel better. Hopefully coming home tomorrow to Jackson. We love you. It's going to be 3rd and 7 at the 28-yard line. Smith throws out here in the flats, caught. Now reversing, that's Lawrence. Lawrence making people miss, but bang, he's hit hard. Man, was he hit hard by a couple of people. On the bottom of that was Cason White and others. Hank Miller and Cason White and others teaming up, and it's going to be 4th down stand. He didn't get anything.
Loss of 3, actually, on the play.
Actually, they give him forward progress to the 27. So he only lost about a yard. It's 4th and about 8.
Great job by the TCA defense.
Yep. Well scouted and well executed that defensive charge.
Looks like Gabe Lee back to receive the punt for TCA.
Dak Jones is in the house from Channel 7, WBBJ. Here's the punter. And
whistle.
We watched him during warm-ups. That's a high spiral, very short. Lee will field it at midfield, but it's going to be called back. Illegal motion, I think. Or is it offsides on TCA? The punter, we watched him during warm-ups, is Tucker Jones. He's got a good right leg. Illegal motion.
Against them, so you take that.
So that's going to be now 4th instead of about 7. It's 4th and about 12.
4th, 12, 4th and 13.
They move him back.
And he's going to be standing about the 10-yard line to catch this one. Boy, when you just love a little snap over the head right here.
Gabe Lee, the very versatile one. Punter, kicker, receiver, has 10 touchdown receptions on the year, and Tucker Jones gets it away. It's a low liner, and calling for the fair catch. Good decision by Gabe Lee at the 49-yard line, and there the Lions will take over at the 49, 1st and 10 in Jackson Christian territory.
So Jackson Christian gets 1 first down. The TCA defense does stiffen. A high short punt by Jackson Christian. TCA great field position on the far side hash, and we must have some Riverside fans here tonight because the horns, they are honking.
Well, they went down and barred them, one or the other. 49-yard line, 1st and 10. They're
I think we're fighting fire with fire.
Harden's in the slot to the right. In the pistol, Miller right behind Owen Atwood. They put Williamson in motion. Miller's going to go for the pass down throw, incomplete.
Just
tried that for Harden, who was in the slot, and pretty well defended that time, too, by Jackson Christian. They had back there on the coverage Hudson Little, the junior defensive back.
A little bit too much mustard on that one.
Yeah, tonight's ball game being brought to you in part by Foundation Bank. Foundation Bank scoreboard as well. H.C. Phillips & Sons, City Lumber Company, Premier Dental Center, Mid-Valley Irrigation, Travis Vance with Farm Bureau, Jeremy Rasnick with Tennessee Drone Services. You'd like to be a part of us? How about sports ads at mytcalines.com? We're back to play, 2nd down and 10. Atwood throws again this time and incomplete. High again, the adrenaline flying a little bit here. And that's Harden again, the intended receiver, and he just overshoots him a little bit.
So he's seeing something that we basically run the same route 2 plays in a row. Unfortunately, it's going to bring up 3rd and long, puts you into a passing situation.
3rd down and 10 at the 49-yard line. Big play here for Jackson Christian's defense after TCA got the stop on the initial series of offensive plays.
So both teams trying to pass early and not having a whole lot of success at it.
Atwood has really thrown the ball well this year, and he's really hurt people with his legs as well. In the pistol, Miller behind him. Here's Atwood being flushed out of the pocket. Runs right, throws right, flows a one down there, and it's incomplete. And did we get a flag? No. The TCA fans wanted a flag. Lee was knocked down. We had 2 people in the same area. He and Harden both down there, and well defended by Jackson Christian, and no flag stand. Let's watch it again if we can.
Well,
may have already seen it, and I just missed it.
No, I don't know if we're going to get the replay on that one, Jay.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go. Well, it's 4th down and 10, and at the 49-yard line.
So TCA is going to have to punt the ball away. Hopefully, Jackson Christian's thinking no punt. Look, they don't have anybody deep.
Did they get a flag on TCA? No, I thought they were motioning. They may have been holding or something, but it's 4th down and 10 for 49. Well, the Lions are going to play it safe, and I think it's the right call. Who am I to question a guy that's won state titles and a legendary coach and Coach Bowling? And it will be back to punt it, standing inside his own 40. Back to receive this punt for Jackson Christian will be Carlos Robertson. High snap, but pulling it down and now having to run with it, and he's going to have to throw it. Here's the pass, and it's
and
it's going to be caught at the 40, 35-yard line. Boy, improvising that time. How about Greg Carter as he found that time wide open? He found Jacob Joyce, and what a nice play by Greg Carter. High snap. He was like he was going to run it, and then you see it again.
Let's see that
and
one
look at
again.
this again, and what a catch by Joyce.
Yeah, I think we kind of let one of the guys through it. I think that was a design play, Dave.
No, it was not.
You don't think so?
No, it was a high snap, Stan. He did all he could to go up and get it. No, that was not a play call.
That's the great.
I think improvised. I'm not cutting you short, but that was just a great improvising play.
That's what we call back in the day. We call it fire.
Jerry and Susan Davis, the granddad and grandmother of Jacob Joyce, thrilled back home watching that one, I'm sure. Well, TCA has new life. The ball's at the 35-yard line of Jackson Christian. What a turn of events there.
My, oh, my.
Atwood's going to be in the shotgun.
And what a close-up view we got tonight.
Oh, man, what a great coverage by Bradley and Jay. In the pistol, Miller behind it. I think Miller time probably this time. Let's see if he gets the handoff. Jeff Sisk is watching. He's happy with me with the Yankees. Here's Atwood. Flushed out of the pocket, going to run for it, and they grab him and did a great job just holding on. And, boy, a gang tackling effort there by several of the Jackson Christian kids. And he lost maybe a yard to the 36.
Yeah, it's basically their whole interior line with the sack there.
Big number 79. Boy, he's a tussle. Jeremiah Jenkins, 265. They've got some beef up there, no doubt about it. A loss of a yard, 2nd and 11.
I thought it'd be kind of tough going for TCA up the gut. We're going to have to get to the edge, I think, to run effectively tonight.
Yeah, you call that during the interview with Coach Bowling. Well, Second down, 11. So Jackson Christian makes a big defensive play. 8:25 clock running. Williams is in motion. They give it no. They're going to sack. Well, looks like they were going to inside handoff that time to Miller. He didn't get it, and Atwood held on to it. Looked like he might want to go out on the option that time. A little flip pass to Williamson, but he was not open. And so it's going to be a loss now back to the 40. So now it's 3rd and 15.
Smart play by hanging on to that football there. He was going to option that thing off, but Jackson Christian read it well coming from the corners there, and they shut that play down.
Lee is far side right. Harden's on the slot right. Helton will be here to the near side. His 6'4" frame could be advantageous against the smaller defensive back, although they do shade him over here with 2 defenders. Lee has been superb, over 20 catches, 10 of them touchdowns this year. They put Harden in motion, bring him here to the near side. Atwood drops. Atwood wants to throw. Atwood throws a floater down there, and it's incomplete. Overthrew everybody. Now Lee says he's being held, and a late flag.
Yeah, they got it.
Here's the replay. Lee was screaming for it, and great job by Jay here with the replay, he and Bradley. Let's watch it here on the screen.
He just ran a fly pattern straight down. Oh, yeah, you can see it right there.
He was holding him, no doubt about it.
It was early, and that's going to be, is it an automatic first down high score, or is it we just get the yardage?
We get the yardage. Should be it was 3rd and 15. Jeff Sis wants to know what is it with these horns. We need those in Toronto tomorrow afternoon, Jeff. Sure, Jeff, like me, still reveling in that Yankee
That
win.
wasn't, we only got, that was only a 10-yard penalty there.
At the 30. So it's now going to be 3rd and about 5.
I thought that was a 15-yarder.
I did too.
Not sure why they went with 10 yards up. I have no idea.
This could be 2-down territory here too. 3rd and about, actually 5.5. Back. Atwood's going to run out of there. They're going to grab him and tuck him to the ground, and the ball comes loose. And it's going to be Jackson Christian's ball. They're going to go the other way, and he's going to score. That's going to be a pickup score by James Dyer, and Jackson Christian takes the lead.
Unbelievable there.
Well, he picked it up at about the 35-yard line, a 65-yard fumble recovery at the 6:57 mark, right when it looked like TCA had all the momentum. A 65-yard fumble pickup, and it was no doubt once he got it, Stan called it. It was James Dyer with the score.
They've got a spy on Atwood. They've got him well covered.
No doubt about it. 6:57, and the kicker is in to boot this thing through for them, and that's going to be Tucker Jones, the 6'2", 175 senior. Good football name. Snap back, ball down, kick up good. 7-0 as Jackson Christian's defense comes up with a big play, and it is 7-0 back after this 30 with more TCA football. Stay with us.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
Back, everybody. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard, Jay Cash, and Bradley White. And right when it appeared that TCA had come up with a snafu on a high snap to the punter, new life as Greg Carter made something happen from punt formation. Then the Lions get a first down. They're all the way down to the 30 at one time, and then Jackson Christian's defense really took over, and then Stan, they come up with a big 65-yard fumble pickup recovery for a touchdown, and just like that after the Jones PAT, it's 7-0.
You always want, as a coach, you always want to get at least one defensive score of the game, and boy, and they got that one to get out early in this one. Now we're going to have to retaliate with something from special teams.
Pretty obvious. You and I talked off mic. It's pretty well noted here earlier. They're not going to let Atwood beat them with the legs, are they?
No.
Gabe Lee will stand back around his 20-yard line, not expecting a long kick, I would assume. Tucker Jones to put a foot in it.
They think he's going to pooch you a little bit. Yeah, he is.
He does. He just snafus that thing out of bounds across the way at about the 40-yard line. Well, I think TCA will take that. They'll take that field position. That's pretty good field position. Stan, it went out of bounds at about the 40.
Well, that simply shows by that little
Respect
out of bounds,
for Atwood's feet.
absolutely respect for the return team that TCA puts on the field. And that says they're absolutely worried about the TCA returns, and rightfully so they should be.
Michael George is watching, Kerry Gehring and Ray. Leah Bookstool, Loris Ann Franklin, Carrie Gehring, Gail Bresley, Philip Robertson. I talked to Philip this afternoon. Philip, I hope you come up with that idea. Great idea that you came up with.
No, Philip, we're in the stands tonight. So it's
We're in
on the
stands,
Wi-Fi.
yep, we're on the Wi-Fi, and we've got the battery pack that Jay is praying and hoping that will hold out. If not, he and I will be running extension cords all the way down to the scoreboard at halftime. At the 39-yard lines where TCA will begin this. We said 40. We're only a yard off.
I'd have to start early if I was going to do it.
You'd have to be down there right now.
Pretty much.
And me too, probably. And the pistol, Miller behind Atwood.
4-3 defense.
Doubles each way. They put Williamson in motion. Atwood's going to run the option. Atwood's going to throw it now, little flip pass to Williamson, and he's hit hard as he gets up, though, to about the 49-yard line. He picked up about 10 yards, Stan.
He's going to pick up
about 9, 8 or 9. Let's see where they mark
about 6 on the play.
Okay, they mark him.
Ball was marked at the 39, so he's going to get 5.
49.
So that was Williamson?
At the 39, yeah, you're right, 5-yard pickup. That was Williamson on the little flip pass from Atwood. They're cutting that option off on Atwood's feet.
But that's a good option off of that, the RPO.
Well, TCA's had great field position. Can they convert? Lee far side right. Atwood looks that way. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's looking, running for his life, man. They've got pursuit after him. He's going to run it now. He's going to get to the 45 to the 40 and then knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
First
Atwood
down.
making magic happen with those feet. He came in here tonight, Stan. We mentioned earlier, over 465 yards rushing. He's added to that total there.
He picked up 14 on that play. And 14.
He's really been magical this year, hasn't he, Stan?
Yeah, 8 net yards on the rushing there.
He came in here tonight, 49 of 80, and he has just really been superb.
And Owen's going to outrun any lineman that's going to chase him, and that's what you got into as a lineman with single coverage on him, and that's not going to work well in that guy's favor.
Here's the handoff to Miller this time. No, Atwood's going to keep it again. He's going to put it back here to Harden. Harden's got running room. I'm not sure how he got that thing off.
He flipped it over his head.
He had Tristan Nash all over him. Nash, a great linebacker for them.
Picks up 11.
And he was able to flip it at the very last second before he was going to be wrapped up completely. And all the way down to the 29-yard line, another chain-moving run by TCA.
I mean, that was a circus throw.
5:53 left in the first stanza. 7-0. Jackson Christian scored on a 65-yard fumble recovery by James Dyer. BAT by Tucker Jones, and that's where we stand with TCA moving now to our left toward the scoreboard. Atwood drops back. Cool Customer throws it down there, and that ball is going.
Touchdown,
what
Lions!
A catch! Touchdown, Lee!
Gabriel Lee with a touchdown for the Lions from 29 yards out.
His 11th touchdown reception of the year, and what a catch. What a throw, first of all. And then what a spectacular catch with both hands up over his helmet with people draped around him.
And
here's the replay. Look at that.
And had multiple guys open on the play.
And then held on as well. 7-6.
Well.
How about that? 5:31. That was a 49-yard drive.
And barely over a minute.
51-yard drive.
Barely
no,
over a minute.
let's go back. That's a 61-yard drive. Snap is back. Kick is down. They almost blocked that thing, but they do not. It's 7-0. As Carlson knocks it through. He's only missed 3 all year. 7-7, 5:31. We've got a doozy. We thought it would be, and it's just that. Back after this on TCA Football.
I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And welcome back to Jackson Christian School. A 29-yard touchdown toss to Gabriel Lee. And Diamond, we made a mistake. They got a score. We answered in just over a minute to tie this game up at 7.
We understand some people telling us we're cutting in and out a little bit. We'll try to work on that if we can, but we'll double check here and see. We apologize for that. We'll technically get on that here in a few minutes and get that straightened out for you. 7-7 as Lee made a spectacular catch on a ball thrown like a bullet by Owen Atwood. 7-7.
So on Atwood, the lefty in the kickoff for the Lions.
Here's Lee to kick it away. Booming that one down there, and Deuce Lawrence is going to let that thing go in the end zone. And there will be a 7-7 game, and they'll have the ball.
And so Jackson Christian will take the ball over 1st and 10 at the 20. So far in this ball game, we've allowed them 1 first down. Otherwise, we've pretty much stymied the Jackson Christian offense here in this game.
And again, we do apologize. A lot of folks bombarding us now with that message, but we are under a battery here. We're in the visitor side here in the stands, and we'll try to work on that. Is that?
It's
okay?
the internet connection.
The internet connection.
There's not enough juice here.
Yep. So we do apologize. If we continue to have those problems, will be archived. You can hopefully watch it later. Here's the pass out of the flat this time. It's going to be caught. Nice pass by Smith, and Carlos Robertson has good running room from the 20 all the way up to about the 36-yard line. Let's give him 35, pick up a 15. 1st and 10.
Flag on the play, Dave.
Let's see what that flag's about. And apparently the way the team's reacting, it could very well be on TCA.
I don't know why. I have to see it one more time to look at it.
It is on the Lions.
What'd they call?
I'm not sure, but they'll move it up to the 40-yard line.
Well, officials made the call, but they're not making them to our side of the field tonight, so.
1st and 10, Jackson Christian. Well, a good chance for them to get field position back here. 7-7 your score, 5:23 left in the first. Eli Smith in that gun again. Puts a man in motion. We've got illegal motion.
And, baby, you know that's against the rules.
That is against the rules. They had Kingston Robertson in motion that time. The 7-7 game, 5:21 in the first. So it's not the power, it's not the battery pack, it's the internet here.
And there is wireless in this facility, but it's on the other side of the stadium and not strong enough to get to the other side of the field.
Yep. And probably a lot of people on the internet here as well. Probably not helping us. So at the 35-yard line, it's 1st and 15 now. 5:21 in the first. They throw out here in the flat real quick, and it's caught. That's Robertson again. He breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. He's inside TCA territory and dives his way all the way down to about the 42-yard line of TCA. He is quick as a cat. Carlos Robertson, the senior wide receiver, 6 foot 170, and standing made the first guy
24.
miss. And after that, he gets almost 25 yards, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got 39 yards on 2 receptions, and they're really doing the snap throw to him.
Another big Yankee fan, along with Jeff and yours truly, is Mitch Sis. Hello, Mitch. 7-7, 4:59 in the first. A lot of passing in this first quarter. Been a long first quarter in this thing.
Oh, yeah.
4:50 left here. Both of these teams going like juggernauts at each other. Both both excellent football teams and well coached. High snap to Smith. He's going to run it out of there. And Smith is going to power his way, showing good foot speed for a big guy. He's all the way down, and flags come in from everywhere in the backfield, and he's all the way down near the 30-yard line. Let's see if the flags came from the secondary, and then one here on the near side as well. Is that someone downfield? Maybe
not
for
sure
them?
why the down markers already moved down the field.
Going to have personal foul, face mask on TCA. That doesn't help. Well, that adds insult to injury, doesn't it?
Yep, so give him.
The crowd across the way saying you can't do that. Both of these schools have great student bodies that support every sport.
So that was a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, that moves it all the way down, Stan.
Plus the penalty.
That ball is all the way down to the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 there. They can get a first down without scoring. Smith, play face it, gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence trying to get far side left. He gets around the corner and then is out of bounds. Did not get in. Hard to see. We don't have a great angle here, but we'll watch the replay and watch the monitor. That's how we'll be able to tell more than anything else. Jana Kaler.
Lawrence Smith with the tackle.
And it is
See, that
picks
was
up 4. He's down to the 8-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Jana, the longtime assistant, now a new head coach of the Lady Lions in basketball. Stan, we'll look up. It'll be basketball season pretty soon, won't it?
in a month.
College begins in about 3 weeks. That means I'll have about 10 things going at the same day instead of 1 or 2. Here's the handoff, and Robertson's able to get inside the 5. I think he's got the first down. They'll mark him at about the 2-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal there.
Looked like Hank Miller on the tackle for TCA. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Yeah, they moved him a yard shorter than I thought. So
And that was Robinson?
Yeah, that was number 3 carrying at that time. That was Kingston Robertson. You've got a Robertson and a Roberson, or Robertson. They spell it differently. Roberson and Robinson.
MOUSE.
Yeah, here's the play fake, or fake in the pass, and they give it to Deuce. And Lawrence is down. He did not get in, but he's got the first down.
Tough row to hoe down there, Dave.
Yep, no doubt about it. TCA did a really good job denying the touchdown, but they couldn't keep him from getting the first down. 1st and goal now for Jackson Christian. The game is tied at 7 with 3:04 left in the first. Both teams have had their way at times offensively. Come out with a quick no huddle. And let's see if Smith keeps it himself. No, he's going to give it to Lawrence, and Lawrence is down to the end zone. He did not get in. TCA denies him. He's down inside the 1. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Great goal line defense by TCA there.
Deuce
That
Lawrence.
means TCA won the line of scrimmage. They were able to push back from that short distance.
Lawrence is quite a load, though, isn't he, Stan?
Oh, yeah. It seemed like he's been a thorn on our side for years.
No doubt about it. Coming in here tonight, 11 touchdowns. And Stan, he averages 10 yards per carry. He only needs a yard here, and he
got in.
Throws himself to the end zone. Touchdown. The Lions couldn't come up and stop him that time. Too much power. The right offensive side of that offensive line did a great job for Jackson Christian. They lead the game 13-7.
Well, TCA had stopped him early, but the offense for Jackson Christian finds their mojo, aided by a couple of penalties there, and Jackson Christian retakes the lead.
80-yard drive capped off with a Lawrence 1-yard run. And 13-7 your score, and Tucker Jones in to attempt the PAT. The holder is a former Lion, and that's going to be
Basham.
Reed Basham.
Yeah, there are actually 2 former Lions on this team. Reed Basham left a couple of years ago, and there is a number 23 for them, Kylan White, who played on our middle school team last year, actually practiced with the varsity in the spring this year, and then somehow ended up at Jackson Christian. I'm not going to say anything, folks. You'll have to make your own decision on that one.
Nicole Henderson is watching tonight as well. We appreciate all the folks that are tuned in tonight. And it's a 14-7 game. We're going to keep it here, running a little late getting to Jay, and that's my fault, Jay. Sorry about that. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Foundation Bank. The Foundation Bank scoreboard after the game as well. H.C. Phillips & Sons, City Lumber Company, Premier Dental Center, Mid-Valley Irrigation, Travis Vance with Farm Bureau, Jeremy Rasnick with Tennessee Drone Services. And if you'd like to be a part of our broadcast, whether it be football or basketball or any other sport this year, contact us at sportsads@mytcalines.com. That's sportsads@mytcalines.com. Well, the Lions have to answer, Stan.
Yeah, they're going to pooch kick it again, I believe.
Tucker Jones will line it up at the 40. He's
so I'd be
looking
playing
left.
up a little bit farther.
Yeah, I would be too. That right over that first wave scares me a little bit. There's a lot of open green there. Well, this time he kicks it away, and Lee's going to get it at about the 20-yard line. Coming right at us, makes a guy miss, turning the corner here at the 40.
Oh, great block.
And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Yep. And trying to lead that interference that time was Reed Williamson, but
here we go.
Jackson Christian covered it well.
Picks it up at about the 17-yard line.
Made that first guy miss, though, didn't
over
he?
the 20-yard line.
Lee's really developed into a great athlete. I'm telling you, he's got better and better as his years have progressed.
Here's the deal with him, Diamond. He has 2 receptions from tying 2 Trinity Christian Academy legends, being Joey Hansen and Jabril Washington. He is 2 interceptions away from tying those 2 living legends for TCA back from the 2010 season.
Remember, both of them went really well. You know, Joey's dad was with the Diamond Jacks for a long time, the baseball. Looked like TCA may have moved a little quick, but they don't throw a flag, and here's the pass, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, flag again.
And Lee is really doing a great job drawing those. And that time, the guilty culprit is going to be Hudson Little, the junior defensive back.
I think I figured it out. The defender gets behind you, running to the back of him.
Now our student body down to our left. We're in the visitors section tonight, in the visitors crowd in the bleachers. And our student body to our left is chanting now, "You can't do that."
Caleb Williams among those watching tonight.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they got to mark it off.
They'll mark it off from the 38. So they go up to the 48-yard line, or should anyway.
Well, now they're going to wave it off?
Did they wave that
They
off?
waved that off.
And Coach,
Oh, here they go.
yeah. Tell you one thing. Coach Bowley was out there. He's about to give that official a piece of his mind.
Now, Dave, here's what I don't understand.
That'll move the ball down. I was incorrect. That'll move the ball down to the 42-yard line, Jackson Christian.
Dave, that was a 15-yard pass interference. The other one was a 10-yard pass
I haven't
interference.
figured that out yet either. Mandy Niven, our lovely buddy, is watching. Good luck
I don't
to David this year in
understand.
Union basketball. One of my favorite coaches. Atwood in the gun. Atwood drops. Atwood looking. Atwood, they pinned him in. He's got to throw it away, I think. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, smart
Good, wise
move.
decision that time. Boy, they had big number 70 was back there in his wheelhouse. Ben Patrick. This is a very good defensive unit. You know, you've got Witherspoon and Nash, the linebackers. They're both very, very active and good. And that D-line, they've been all over Atwood all night tonight.
Yeah, they're running a spy on him and running to the short side of the field. He did a wise thing, just tossing that ball out, making it 2nd and 10.
Jackson Christian, not only like TCA's linemen, big, but they've got good feet.
But
Second
Diamond,
down and 10 at the 42.
if you can get past their first wave, you're going to go for miles.
Williams is in motion. They give it to Miller this time. No, they're going to flip it back here to Williamson. Williams is going to run that ball inside the 40. He's
Pick
down
up
to about the
5.
36 or 7. Going to give him 5. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. And again, Stan, they're trying to take that option away, that RPO at times in the game as well. But that option that time, I'm not sure how, boy, it's dangerously close and almost scary how long Atwood's holding on to that ball, isn't it?
Yep.
Minute 30 left here in the clock, running in the first. We're tied at 7. TCA has the ball at the 37-yard line of Jackson Christian with a big 3rd down. That's about 3rd and 5.5.
Look how tight Jackson Christian is playing, Dave, on the defense.
Atwood drops. Atwood rolling right.
Now go.
Atwood looking. Atwood still looking. Lowering downfield. It's caught by
Wide
Lee.
open.
Lee wide open. Came back and got that. He's at the 15-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds. And Gabe Lee.
About the 14.
Stan, watch this replay. Watch what Lee does. He comes back to help his quarterback out. Watch this.
23 yards in the pickup.
Look at that play. That's
Yep.
smart. And there was no one within 8 yards of him once he caught it. Then they closed in on him. And he's going to have it now 1st and 10, the Lions will. And that ball's inside the 15-yard line.
Lee, 2 receptions,
13.
a touchdown, and 52 yards.
Knock on wood when I say this. Man, his hands, he's got glue on those hands. There's Brandon Shields in the house. It's going to be 1st and 10 to 13.
I wonder if he got my pregame package.
14-7. Here is the handoff. Miller scooting his way inside the 10. And he's going to be down at about the 9-yard line.
Let's see.
So we're going to give him about 3 or 4. Let's wait and see. They do give him almost 4. It's 2nd down and a
Pick up
long
a 3.
6. We'll give him 3 officially.
That's his first carry for the night.
It is. Clock running down with 20 seconds left.
And again, it's going to be tough going up the middle on their defense.
14-7. TCA may let this clock expire and then think about it, what they want to call here in the second stanza.
But Diamond, if you go up the middle and you get by that first wave, it could be some wide open ponies on the loose type running.
They're going to snap it actually with 2 seconds. No, they're not going to snap it. That ends your first quarter. Your score, 14-7, Jackson Christian. The Lions knocking on the door, though. 2nd down and about 3 yards at the 10-yard line. We'll come right back right after this with more TCA football here on the TCA Football Network.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Stan Gerard, Diamond A. McCulley, Jay Cashin, and Bradley White tonight from Ronnie Fowler Stadium here, the campus of Jackson Christian. And Stan, 14-7, a good first quarter, and the Lions knocking on the door trying to tie the game.
Both teams moving up and down the field at will. A turnover hurts TCA. Penalties hurting Jackson Christian.
Beth Culpepper down to our left. She's watching. Loris Ann Franklin, Angela Snyder, Larry Vales, and we mentioned Mandy Niven before we broke a moment ago. Well, it's going to be 2nd and 7 at the 10. Miller going to be in the pistol behind Atwood. Now moving to our right toward the Fieldhouse end zone. Here's Miller. Miller crunching his way inside the 5. Still never went down, but the whistle shrill, and he's down at about the 3-yard line, I think. Let's see where they mark him. Had to get to the 2 for a first down. He's at the 3. It's going to be 3rd and a yard.
Nice piece of blocking there by TCA.
Maybe 2 yards at the 4.
So
hard for us to see up here. We're not real high.
Pickup of 6.
And even our camera, as good as Bradley and JR, we're still sort of at a,
we're just not tall enough.
Inside the 5. 3rd and about 2.5.
We can get a first down.
Yep. Here's the pass out there to Helton. Yes! He caught it, and he's in the end zone. Let's wait and see.
Should be.
End zone, touchdown, the Lakes man.
It's going to be about 6 yards.
No, that's Lee that caught it. Let's double check this number. Thought that was Helton. Let's wait and see. That is Helton. That's 21. Yeah.
You sure? That's looked like a single number to me.
21. That's Lee.
21.
That's Helton. Yeah, I called it. Yep. Lee come running out of there like he'd caught it, and I think he was just celebrating is what it was. Well, Lake has it. Here's the snap. The ball is down, the kick is up, and folks, we're knotted at 14 with 11:15 left here in the second stanza. The Lions have roared back. We'll take a 30 back after this. Stay with us.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Justin Miller and the folks at Mid-Valley Irrigation, a brand new company doing big, beautiful things in West Tennessee.
62-yard drive. Helton caught that football and then able to squirm his way literally into that end zone stand, and we've right back.
Well, that ball was a great throw on the outside of the defender, so it was either going to be caught by Helton or nobody's going to catch it. And a great job hanging on to that, making the turn, getting in.
That's Lake's 5th touchdown reception of the year.
Short kick.
Melissa will love that. Here's a short kick, and it's going to be dropped.
Fumble!
Deuce Lawrence dropped it and then fell back on it at about the 25-yard line. Boy, dangerously and precariously moments there for the Eagle faithful across the way.
They're going to say he's down at the 23 on that ball. Hopped right back into his chest after he dropped it.
The luck of the bounce that time. And it will be 1st and 10 at the 23 now for the, well, they actually say it's on the, 23. 1st and 10 for Eli Smith and the boys from Jackson Christian, the Eagles. Good ball game, tied at 14. There's Aubrey in the house. Going to get him a couple of dogs. Hand off Lawrence. Lawrence flows right.
Nice
cuts
tackle.
back inside, and he's tackled, and Joe Cole got a hand on him and tripped him up.
Big Joe Cole.
Joe's been very active tonight.
Yes, he has.
Joyce up there has had a big game. Big Boyle up there. He's hard to move away out of there. He's a stalwart in that middle of that defensive line. Clock running, 10:50. Second stanza tied at 14.
Maybe one.
Yep, a yard, 24-yard line. Second down and 9.
6 carries, only 7 yards.
Smith moves his running back, a new one in the game now. That's going to be in there, Jay Pirtle. He gives it to Pirtle. Pirtle finds a little bit of a hole, and not much though. So he scoots his way up to about the 27 or 8.
Hank Miller and others in on the tackle.
Give him the 28. It's going to be 3rd down now.
Long.
And about 3.
Yep.
No, it's going to be 3rd and 4.
6.
20. They was at the
5-yard
23.
run by Pirtle.
Yeah, it's 3rd down and a short 5, long 4. Take your pick. Big play, 10-11 left. 3rd down conversions wins you a lot of football games, and defensively can win you a lot if you stop them. Helton and Williamson here covering the receivers. They flooded here, 3 here to the near side.
Lawrence is at a left wing back in motion there.
They put him in motion. Now they flow out here to the receiver, and he caught it, and he's knocked it out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. He's got the first down.
Yep.
Nice, well-designed and executed play offensively.
Pick up by Kingston Robinson on that play.
Robertson's really a threat. He's one of those guys you know, Stan, they want to get him out in the open turf, don't they?
That's his first catch of the night.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 34. They began this drive, as we said earlier, at the, what do you say, 24? Yep. 23.
Tell you what, these bleachers are not soft.
No, they sure are not. Hand off, and Lawrence is tackled in that backfield, and what a shoestring tackle by, was that Miller and Atwood back there too?
Let's see on this one.
Here's the replay. Watch this tackle around the knees.
That was
tell you what, we had great coverage. That was Goodwin in there as well. He's
Knox Atwood.
Knox Atwood. Oh, boy, Knox played great last week, didn't
Hard
he?
knocks.
It's going to be 1st and 14, a loss of 4. Smith throws out here. The ball is deflected and incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Was that Joyce that got it? Watch this replay. I think it's Joyce that goes sky high to knock this thing up in the air. Watch this.
There you see Jacob Joyce, at the top of your screen,
He
or at
read
the
it
bottom
well.
of your screen.
No, it's going to be.
Oh, yeah, that was.
No, it says it's going to be. Yep, that is Jacob Joyce.
Yep.
He's
Looks
had a big game, Jerry and Susan.
Yeah, it looks like he's growing a little bit.
Sure does.
We put him on the rack this week.
3rd and 14, 8:57 left in the first half. We're tied at 14 and great games thus far.
Guys, stretch those boys out a little bit.
Yep. Pistol Pete used to hang from the doors. Here's Smith dropping back. Smith looking. Smith throwing over the middle, wide open. Pirtle has it. Pirtle's going to get a first down and more. He scoots his way to the 40, to the 45-yard line, up to the 47-yard line. They found Pirtle wide open over the middle. Somehow he got open, and he's got the first down on a big 3rd and 14 conversion.
18-yard pickup on the play for Pirtle. Yeah, they just ran a little screen pass there.
Look at Coach Bowling, boy. He's not happy with that defense right now. Had him on the hook and then let him off.
Had the screen pass. They executed it perfectly.
Yeah, they sure did. Beautiful play. 8:50 left here in this first half. That ball is all the way up to the 48-yard line.
Joe Cole had the tackle on the play.
The Jackson Christian, both teams have made big plays in this game, obviously. They put a man in motion, but they give it to Pirtle again. Pirtle running room to the midfield stripe, knocked back at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Pirtle getting the run there. Pirtle 2 carries for 9.
It's going to be a short 6. Cason White made the stop.
Lynn
Bradley
Stanton
happy
is
with
not
that.
a fan of the horns.
Nope. She says they're annoying, and I was at Mississippi State not long ago with Kentucky, and you just have to learn to embrace them, Lynn.
Well, they're at least when we're blowing, we're not blowing when the other team is snapping the ball.
Rodney Baumgartner and I really did have a good time that night, despite the fact we got drilled in the second half. But the fans around us were nice. Smith hands it off to Lawrence. Lawrence ducks his head and carries a couple people with him. And he's inside the 45 down to about the 43.
I'll pick up 3 on the play is Deuce Lawrence.
Going to be 3rd down and about 2 or 3. Let's wait and see where they mark it.
Dave, he is 8 carries for only 6 net yards.
And he averages 10 per carry coming in. 3rd down and about 1.5 yards, actually. Let's call it 3rd down and a short 2, long 1. 7:30 clock running, tied at 14. Probably 2 down territory when you got a guy like Lawrence back there. And a big quarterback like Eli Smith.
Yeah, he's no small man.
He's not. 3rd down and short. Smith's going to carry it. Smith's going to get the first down, and he is able to stay on his feet all the way down to the 35-yard line. First down rush by the quarterback of Jackson Christian.
7 yards on the pickup. Smith, their 3rd leading ground gainer. He's got 2
7:09
carries for
clock
22.
running. Yep.
He's their leading rusher tonight.
He's a stocky guy. And at the 35-yard line, and I mean that in a flattering way, nothing derogatory.
Just a little over 100 yards, 120, 130 yards on the season.
About 145, I think, is what you sent me.
Okay.
6:54 left here.
It's a little dark for me to read my notes.
I'm having trouble, and I have my little light with me, too. Hand off Lawrence. Lawrence dashes, dances. And
Nice spin move.
it was a nice move. He was able to juke his way literally down to about the 31, pick up a 4, 2nd 6.
Dave, that wasn't as big as we thought. That's only pick up a 2.
Yeah, I don't think he got a really good spot there. 6:30, but we'll take it, being TCA guys. 2nd and 8. A little bit of a buzz in the crowd because we've seen some really nice plays defensively and offensively with both teams here. Good matchup, Stan.
Yeah.
Really a good matchup. Reminds me a little bit of the matchup with USJ with that thing. TCA had them on the ropes and let them off the hook there in the last minute.
And just think we gave them one of their scores.
2 4th-down conversions in that last drive, and you got to credit the Bruins. They made magic happen. They will meet this Jackson Christian School on Halloween night. It will be Smith again. Puts Robertson in motion, and we've got
It's got to be illegal motion of some sort.
timeout.
Oh,
Jackson
timeout.
Christian. 5:56. We'll take one with them. Tied at 14. Jackson Christian will have it at the TCA 33. 2nd and 8 when we come back. This is TCA Football.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. Travis Vance, the official insurance agent of the TCA broadcasting, well, at least the official insurance agent of one half of the TCA broadcasting. Have you gotten to talk to him yet?
I've not talked to him. I need to do that. I've just been so busy this week. Next week, Fed Academy in Summerville, Tennessee, down in Fed County.
No, we're not going to the McDonald's.
We're not. 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock to kick. Not a bad drive down there. Those folks are always really great to us.
Very hospitable.
Robertson in motion, far side right. Smith's
Draw.
going to keep it, though, on the quarterback design draw, and he's got a first down as he plunges his way. Well, let's see where they mark him. He's very close to it. I think he might be a yard short.
He's going to be
No,
good by
he
about,
got it.
he picks up about 9 on the play.
Yeah, he's inside the 25 down to the 24. And it's going to be 1st and 10 there. Jackson Christian utilizing the clock here, running it. And TCA scored at the 11:15 mark. So we're down to 5. This has been almost a 6-minute drive. We're down to 5:30 left here in this first half.
Because TCA has scored both times very quickly.
Yep.
Remember that first score was what? Less than a minute?
Yeah, about a minute and a half, yeah. Well, they go with the double set backs to the left and right. Smith and Pirtle. They give it to Smith. Pirtle blocks for him. Smith tries to follow the block, but doesn't get a lot, maybe a yard or 2, if that.
That was Lawrence on that play.
Yep, Pirtle was blocking for him.
Okay.
Well, they've shown TCA a little bit of everything from that running formation.
No
he
gain
didn't get
on the
anything.
play.
2nd down
Nope.
and 10. Yep, great defense by the Lions.
10 carries, 8 net yards for Deuce Lawrence.
A lot of line defenders, the pride up there. 4:50 clock running. 14 all. One of the scores tonight of the 14 points has been a 65-yard James Dyer fumble recovery pickup for the score. Here's Smith dropping, rolling right. Flag across the way comes down, and here's the pass. It's caught, and he's caught it inside the 10. It's going to be caught by Robertson, but let's wait and see the
Hold
flag.
on.
It's going to be the flag right at about the 20-yard line. Or 15.
Let's see what we got.
Or maybe at the 28. Flag came in from across the way. It's going to be on Jackson Christian, I would think. And the way the kid's body language, we read it, it is on the Eagles. That would have been a 1st and goal inside the 10.
So right now what the fans should be going is push him back, way back. Come on now.
Showing his displeasure is Eli Smith with a call.
I had some people looking at me, getting ready to cheer with me, Dave.
All right.
Yeah. That's the great thing about sitting in the stands. They can hear me and they can do my wisdom.
Move it back to the 19-yard line. It's going to be 1st down now and 15 back at the
29.
29. I said 19. It's 29.
I like the 29 better, Dave.
I do too.
So 2nd and 15.
1st and 15. Matthew Valentine, Andre Cleek. More people that are watching tonight. Appreciate all the folks. Big audience now joining us. Big crowded here on both sides. It stands pretty well full now on both sides of the late arriving crowd. There's a few pockets across the way, maybe a couple pockets here as well. Hand off Lawrence. Lawrence got a head of steam, and then he's grabbed and brought down very quickly.
Picks up 4.
That was a tackle that time by, he wrapped him up. That was Sam Davis that made a tremendous play defensively. Look at Sam grab him and hold on around those shoulder pads.
Dave, that's his longest run of the night. He's got 11 carries for 12 net yards.
Picked up 5, so it's back now to the 10 yards they needed. Probably 2 down territory again. It's 3rd and 10 from the 24 of TCA. Clock running, 3:45. Buzz in the crowd from the very get-go. That's what we have here now. You hear the whistles and the horns and all the crowd noise. We're right here among them. They put Robertson in motion. Eli Smith's going to keep it. He's going to get big yardage. See, he dives his way back inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, TCA's wanting to hold.
Crowd wanting a hold. I don't think they're going to get it, though. He didn't not get the first down. It's going to be 4th and about, let's see, Stan, 4th and about 2.
Yep. Picks up A on the play.
Ball's at the 16-yard line, actually.
39 yards on 4 carries for the quarterback.
4th and 2 from the TCA 16.
Diamond, what you're seeing here, they're not going to – the Jackson Christian defense is not going to let Owen Atwood's feet beat them. The TCA defense is not going to let Deuce Lawrence's feet beat them.
Certainly within Tucker Jones's field goal range here, but they're not thinking about that. They're going to go for the 6 or try to get the first down to give them a chance for the 6.
Well, here's a huge play.
2:46 left here. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you, Sarah, there. And here is the timeout by Jackson Christian. So it's going to be 4th and 2 at the TCA 17, actually. 4th and 3 from the 17. Let's take a quick break. We're back. Who's going to win this battle of the war? Back after this. Stay with us.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
You know, Dave, you said a lady named Sarah went by. You know, she had a song named after her, Sarah Smiles.
That was a great song.
Yeah. Who was that? Was that a Hall Notes?
I think it was.
I can't believe I know elevator music. You know, I was in Kroger the other day, and they were playing Kiss on the PA. It's a sad world when Kiss is elevator music.
17-yard line. Well, we live in a different world, no doubt about it.
Of course,
4th and 3 from the 17.
Dave,
well,
I was out
obviously
doing
a
this.
huge play for both of these teams. They bring Lawrence out here as a receiver. They've got Reed Williamson on him. They got Robertson over here, too, and they got Williams over there. Now here's the handoff, and
he got it.
He got it. And let's wait and see.
No.
I'm not sure he got it.
I think we stopped
I thought
him.
he had it. We saw one of the blockers coming through, and he did not get it, and the Lion defense holds it. Here's your replay. Watch this.
Oh, great job.
Boy,
that was 17.
That's Jacob Joyce again.
No, Jacob's 15.
Or Cason White, excuse me.
Cason White.
Boy, White's had TCA really missed him out with injury, and Cason made a huge play with help from others. He got to the 15. He needed 3. He got 2.
It was a proud dad moment.
No doubt about it. I'm proud of him, too. 233. I'm not his dad.
Papa's on the camera.
Boy, how big would that play be? White
Yes.
and Joyce have been just stalwarts lately.
Right now, there's the play of the game.
And here's Atwood dropping back, wanting to throw in the fly pattern. He's got Lee down there. Couldn't catch it.
Ooh.
Boy, came within a whisper of having that thing at the 45-yard line. Single coverage by Robertson. He was beaten, but the pass eluded Lee's hands by about 2 or 3 yards.
Watch this play again. Lee beats him. Watch him put his hand on. Very dangerous thing to do like that.
Yeah, he did push him.
He put his hand on, got a little
push.
push.
A little bit.
You can make an argument for that.
The push may have helped him, to be honest with you, but it was still overthrown. Well,
he didn't fall down quick. He didn't fall down like he did last time. But that's borderline pass interference there.
Cason's a good-looking athlete. He's got his helmet off right in front of us here. We're right behind the bench. Atwood drops. Atwood wants to throw again. Atwood's in trouble. Atwood being pursued, running for his life, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. No, he's going to go to Lee, and Lee is going to be pass interference. That's got to be. That is, yes.
Yeah.
Right at the rear end, they throw the flag on Carlos Robertson. He can't believe the call, but that's a proper call.
And the guy who I said may have gotten with pass interference to play before gets it picked up this time.
Yeah, he did. And that was sure pass. That was flat pass interference that time.
What is that? This is our 3rd pass interference tonight?
Yeah, he can't believe it. Look at it. He's copping a plea.
And we've been going to him all night long.
So,
The
it was
G-Man.
second and 10 from the 15. That's going to move the ball up to the 25-yard line.
It'll be first down.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lions with 2:16. Well, the Lions aren't sitting on it. We're tied at 14. They're not trying to just run the clock out. They're going for the big one.
And remember, Dave, if you can have big momentum come in going into the half, you get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, two factors, Stan. They know that the Eagle defense is setting on the run with Miller and Atwood, and they've seen something on films that makes them think they can pass in this team.
Well, remember the pregame show. You can stop the run, you can stop the pass, you can do this and that, but you can't stop it all.
They've got great linebackers.
Oh, look at that. That's a new play.
Here's the pitch to Harden. Harden trying to turn the corner far side left, right in front of the Jackson Christian student body.
Up to the 30 on the play.
Cam Harden has become a factor in this season as well. Got about 4 yards. It's 2nd and 6.
A little bit short. Let's give him 3.
Yeah, 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Clock running 1:50. Lions, will they put it up or will they run it? Here's Atwood dropping. Atwood running this way. Atwood wants to throw it. He's got Lee down here again. Lee.
Oh, wait!
Incomplete.
Oh.
Went up and got it and couldn't hold on to it. Great coverage that time by Robertson. Boy, Lee came within a whisper of having
look
that
at this
dramatic catch.
He
Does a great job turning upfield. You see him read the quarterback and then turned.
Boy, almost a great catch.
Yep.
4 guys' arm up there right at the end and knocked it out.
Great defensive play.
And then the little pose down afterwards. That's supposed to be a penalty, by the way.
14 all.
You do that point, and now he's smack talking the sideline.
1:37. Tied at 14.
You know what I do, Dave? Go
right
back at
him again.
Yeah, you read my mind.
Yep. Here's Lee again. Coverage by Robertson. They've got a one-on-one kind of game going here. Comes up and sort of presses him this time. Atwood looks that way. Atwood's going to throw, and here's Lee down there again. Lee, incomplete. Great coverage again.
Right in breadbasket, though.
Yep.
And
now he's double team, though. Robertson was back there, and so was good defensive coverage by Hudson Little.
Watch this play again. Nice throw.
That's good defense, though, Stan.
In the double coverage there. Gabe says he should have had that. Gabe thinks he should have had that ball.
Well, the Lion offense has to come off the field, and that's going to bring in to punt this football Greg Carter.
Now, remember the last time we set up in this formation, Dave?
Deuce Lawrence. Actually, it's Robertson back here. Lawrence comes up near the line of scrimmage, and it will be back here to receive this punt, Carlos Robertson. 1:30. So Jackson Christian is going to have a chance. Here's a low snap, and Carter will get it away. Now Carter's going to have to run with it again. Carter's going to throw it out here, and there's Harden. Incomplete. Well, here's a flag coming in late, and I'm not sure what that's about. That may be on Jackson Christian, the way they reacted.
Yeah, 24 is not happy. 79 is not happy.
He's going to be on TCA. Well,
what'd they call?
Here's the call here by the
they're
official.
Say hold, I think.
Illegal motion. Illegal receiver downfield.
Yep.
Decline, and Jackson Christian will have it. Oh, boy, what a turn of events here. They're going to have great field position, stand at the 26-yard line, and, man, that's exactly what you didn't want to happen there, give them great field position with 57 seconds left.
And that was another audible by by Carter there, because the ball rolled back to him.
Yep. So Jackson Christian's got life now, tied at 14, and now the crowd here around us becomes really quiet.
Silent.
Well, a turn of events there. You just don't want that to happen. Ball near the 25, 26, 1st and 10.
The key now is you got to hold them out for the next 58 seconds.
Or at least to make them go for a long field goal. And Tucker Jones was booming them from about 30 out. 40 was right at his limit in the pregame warm-ups.
Yeah, they got to pick up some yards for them to be in his range.
At least I think about 15 yards. Eli Smith. And now Pirtle to his left. And what do we have? Play stopped here with, well, 1:10's on the clock. Now it's 57 seconds a moment ago.
Where'd that?
And now 1:10's out there.
12 and a half seconds go. Or come from.
It was 57 seconds a second ago. They may have let it run a little bit after the incompletion. I guess that's what they're going to call it. They're putting 70 seconds up here, 1:10. Here's Smith looking, Smith being pursued. Smith, and now we're going to have a hole. And now the Lions gain tackling at the 35-yard line.
And as
I think that's going to be a hole.
And I love to say, the TCA defense just took the quarterback to food right because he just got sacked.
He sure did. Will Keltner, one of the former great football and basketball players ever here watching. Aubrey Richardson and Holly watching. Cassandra Thomas.
Matthew Coble.
Candy Brown. Watching from Bartlett says, go TCA.
Miss Cassandra, your Big Joe's playing well today.
Really had a great first quarter. 1:02 left here, and that moves the ball back now to the 35. It's first down now.
And of all
and 20.
And of all this pressure by both teams, that's the first sack of the night.
It is. But it will not go down as a sack because the penalty will oversee that. Here's the pass. Goes through 2 or 3 sets of hands and almost intercepted down there.
Oh, watch this replay if we get to see it again.
Atwood almost came up with that thing as it went through about 2 or 3 sets of hands.
Follow the receiver here.
First sets of hands,
And
second
watch
sets
this.
of hands.
Bam!
And then Atwood right at his ankles.
Lowers the boom, baby.
Well, it's 14-14. They had a defensive touchdown, of course, that fumble recovery for 65 yards.
Yep.
By Dyer. But, Stan, you look back, both defensive units have come up big at times in this game.
See, that hit there, that sends a message. You don't want to come my way anymore.
Both offensive units will probably tell you they should have another score or two.
That is going to sit in that man's mind.
Pearl to the left of Smith. They put Lawrence in motion. Smith looks over the middle, and that ball is incomplete and almost caught, though. Back there, Lee and Miller.
Oh, a late flag.
And then a late flag comes in. I didn't see that.
It was after. That's a dead ball flag. I think that's a dead ball. Let's see what happens here.
All right, here's the pass by Smith. And that ball is up, and that's Miller.
Oh.
They're going to call that on Miller, I think.
If that's personal foul.
He's got to assume the guy's going to catch the ball. They get a personal foul on Miller. They're going to call it a.
I'm not so sure if that's the right
They call it targeting?
They can't call that targeting.
Surely not. He got him up around the shoulder
Listen,
pads.
can we see that again? Personal foul. Yeah, here we're going to see this one more time.
Here's the play. And there's Smith throwing it. And there's Miller coming up with it. No, they're going to get Jackson Christian.
That was with the hands at the shoulders.
They moved the ball back. I think they're going to wave the flag off. Sideline warning. Offsetting. Jay says there's offsetting penalties. But after that,
they're marching the ball.
They're going to move the ball down
now.
now.
Offsetting penalty. It's got to go back here
to the 20-yard line.
And now they're going to bring the ball back.
Coach Bowling wants to know what's going on. They took the ball down to 20. Now they're going to move the ball back to the 25.
They're going to enforce both penalties, the 15-yarder that way and then the one against Jackson.
Yep.
That should still come back offsetting back here. It should be second and long.
It's going to be second down now and about 8.
You don't enforce one penalty against each team. It's offsetting.
51.4 seconds left. Coach Bowling wants an explanation.
That ball should come back this way.
I'm not sure he's going to agree with the assessment. The ball at the 25-yard line. It's going to be second down and 9, actually. Boy, we've had so many turn of events in this game.
Smith, it's getting physical out there.
No one in the backfield. He floods this side, near side with 3 receivers. One far side right. Horn sounding here. Smith. Long cadence. Looks, wants to throw, throws, caught and dropped. Should have been caught. Absolutely a drop. A flat drop by Kelsey Rose. He should have had that. And TCA gets a reprieve from the governor.
Smoking Joe Cole on the coverage.
Cassandra will like that. Justin Shaw's tuned in tonight. Philip Robinson.
He got the ball. He took one step, and then Joe's arms, he was wrapping it on, punched him out before he took that second step. Incomplete pass, good call, good coverage.
Justin Shaw says he hit him with his hands, Justin. I totally agree with you. I thought I saw him give the targeting sign, but obviously that wasn't the case, thank goodness. 46.5, tied at 14. A heck of a ball game, one of the best games we've had all year. Jackson Christian, 3rd and 9 for the TCA 25, 2-down territory. A little too far out for a field goal attempt, I would think. Smith drops the football. He still drops. He has to fall on it all the way back to the 32-yard line. Smith, it was a good snap. He just lost his concentration stand. Watch this replay. He just drops the ball.
I mean, breadbasket.
Right in his hands.
And they couldn't pick it up. It had grease on it.
He did a good job just falling on it finally, and TCA did a good job not plowing on him. Ball back to the 31.
So we get a timeout called TCA probably called that timeout. They're going to want to set something up here.
Fourth and about 16.
Yeah, you're out of field goal range, and you're not going to punt. They're going to take a crack to the end zone from this yard line
Yeah,
here.
this
so
would be a 48-yard attempt. He tried it here. I think that's a little too far out for him.
I'm going to play my defensive backs back just a little. Play just a little bit of a deep zone type coverage. Just give a little ground.
35.5 seconds left. An evenly matched ball game here thus far between two really well-coached and great football teams, I think.
In other words, you want to keep the player in front of you.
Jackson Christian trying to keep their undefeated season alive. They're 6-0. TCA 4-2. Very well could be 6-0.
Well, you know, Dave, Jackson Christian's two toughest games this year were the first two games of the year against Union City and then DCA.
Yep.
And they've had cakewalks ever since.
Yep. Union City struggled this year.
Yep.
DCA is a different beast, an animal. Well, it's 4th and 15 from the 36. I said, no, it's actually 31. The scoreboard is wrong. 31-yard line. Smith. Good snap this time. Rose right wants to throw. Throws down in the end zone, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Great coverage by one Owen Atwood on Kelsey Rose.
And you know why that was
Jackson Christian won the flag, and they'll not get it.
Okay, you know why that's a great play? They want I don't know. There's something there on that I'd like to address here with another replay. That's pass interference on TCA. But I'm going to tell you why that was a good call, Dave. It was only, they didn't call it, so we're in good shape there. But it's only a 15-yard penalty in high school. It's not the pro league,
I'm not sure that was pass interference. I'd have to see
close.
that again.
Now,
I'm not sure.
I want to see the play one more time. There is a block.
Yeah, back here where the
that was very questionable where it was taking place. If we can show it one more time.
Somersaulted the would-be defender. Yep.
Yeah, watch 17, Cason White coming.
Boy, Cason is.
He went for the knees.
Yeah.
Well, he caught him in the thighs right here, but it was a lower blow trying to take out the knees, and that's what caused him to somersault.
They have a flag on TCA. There's a flag inside the 10-yard line.
So they did call it.
No, it's going to be TCA's ball. He motioned TCA's ball, but they call a flag.
Okay.
It must have been after the play. Must have been a dead ball foul, I guess. Well, I think the kids are a little confused on both sides as well.
Well, the announcer in the stand is confused too. Help me.
29 seconds.
The fans are going.
29 seconds left here, and it's a 14-14 game.
Dave, the fans are all up in arms too.
Well, 29 seconds, and Stan, TCA didn't sit it a moment ago, but I think I've just got to take a knee here.
I don't know if I wouldn't take one crack at it.
Yep, that's the right call. Coach Bowling's forgot more about it than you and I combined know. That's the right call. Just take that knee. You're going to get the ball to begin the third quarter, and this game is going to find a stalemate. We started at 0-0, and here we are 24 minutes later, and it's 14-14. A heck of a game, and applause from both sides of this arena here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. We'll take a 2-minute break, be back with halftime activities, scores, and highlights, and stats. It's all coming up next here as you watch TCA football.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Welcome back, everybody. Dave McCulley along with Stan Gerard. Jay Cashin is our producer and director. Bradley White's on camera tonight. Those guys are the real stars of this production. 6:57. You are. 6:57 left in the first stanza. A 65-yard fumble pickup by James Dyer went in and made it 6-0, 7-0 Tucker Jones to PAT. TCA came right back a minute and a half later at the 5:31 mark. 29-yard pass Atwood to lead. PAT made it 7-7. Carlson knocked it through. 2:22 left first quarter, 80-yard drive. There was Lawrence, a 1-yard plunge. Tucker Jones, the PAT, made it 14-7. Lions came back in the first minute of the second stanza. A 4-yard Helton reception for the Atwood, his 6th of the year from Atwood. 62-yard drive. PAT almost blocked, but it made it through by Carlson, and we're tied at 14. Both teams have had chances here in this second stanza to do some magical things, but both defensive units have stepped up big and made big plays. And Stan, we're tied at 14. You've got to look at some of the stats.
Here's a look at the unofficial team stats from the first half of play. First for Jackson Christian, unofficially 71 yards in the ground, 36 through the air. That totals up to 127 yards of total offense for Jackson Christian unofficially. For TCA, they only had 36 yards rushing, 74 through the air, so they unofficially had 110 yards of total offense, and that reflects in our score, 127 to 110, and that gives us the 14-14 score. Some individual stats. TCA's done a great job on Deuce Lawrence, number 9, 11 carries, only 12 yards of net offense for that young man. Smith, the quarterback, he's been the man doing the damage on TCA. He's got 5 carries for 41 yards in the night. Pearl has a couple for 9, and Robinson has 2 for 15 on the receiving end. Number 3, Robinson has a 1 for 5. Robertson has 2 for 29. Lawrence has 2 for 1 yard net, and Pearl has 1 for 18. For the TCA Lions, Hammer and Hank Miller, 2 for 9 rushing. Atwood, 3 for 8. Harden, 2 for 18. And Williams, 1 for 5 receiving the ball for TCA. That wasn't Jacob Joyce with that. It was Gabe Lee, 2 for 32, 2 for 52 and a touchdown. Williamson, 1 for 5. And Helton 1 for 4. And somebody got 13 yards, and I plugged there into the wrong man. I can't remember. It was a 13-yard reception. I can't remember who it went to. I credited Jacob Joyce, but I know it wasn't him. It was somewhere down.
I think it was Cam Harden.
Okay, well, that's right. So Harden with the 13-yarder. And again, TCA with 110 yards net offense, and Jackson Christian with 127 net yards. We're tied at 14. And you can't tell me, despite what some people say, that this is not the game of the week in West Tennessee.
No doubt about it. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Foundation Bank. Foundation Bank, our scoreboard operator as well. H.C. Phillips & Sons, City Lumber Company, Premier Dental Center, Mid-Valley Irrigation, Travis Vance with Farm Bureau, Jimmy Rasnick with Tennessee Drone Services. And don't forget your sports ads at mytcalines.com is your way to be a part of our team as well. I'm not sure who was our pregame meal tonight, Jay. Do we have the pregame meal tonight?
In South Bank.
In South Bank. Okay, great. All right, very good. See, I remembered that, sir.
We didn't get
Yeah,
directions to that.
That's
again.
okay. That's right. That's all right.
Hey, when we
But-
come back, the scoreboard.
All right, we'll do the scoreboard when we come back. Stan will have all the scores from around West Tennessee, including that JCM and, was it Gibson County they're playing tonight?
Yeah.
The new stadium over there. All right, we'll come back right after this. A 2-minute break. This is TCA Football. We're knotted at 14 all here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium on the campus of Jackson Christian. Stay with us, everybody.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard back with you here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium on the campus of Jackson Christian. We're tied at 14 all. We gave you the scoring recap a moment ago. Stan gave you some updates on the stats. He'll have some scores for you in a moment. We do want to say hello to our lovely friends, Cheryl Emerson, who's been a stalwart at TCA through the years, Betty Lucky and Gail White Miller. They're all saying go Lions, and they're watching tonight among many, many hundreds of people that are tuned in tonight to our broadcast. Stan, you have some scores from around the area tonight.
Here's a score from the first quarter. Crockett County leading Dyersburg 14-0. I had that call. Let's see. It's now 20-0, 9:48 in the second quarter. Crockett County with lead 28-7. It's gone to Dyer County 28, Chester County 7. So Dyer County, whatever was wrong with them, they got it right in a hurry. They're looking good in tonight's game. That's at the half. Let's see here. Huntington 28-0. 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Munford over Kingsbury 36-0 at the half. Halftime, Halls 0, Peabody 42. And let's see here. Huntington up 35-0 over Riverside tonight. Milan up 28-7 with a $1:43 to go in the first half of that ball game. Lake County leading 37-6 over West Carroll at the half. And some other scores. Camden and Sycamore tied at 14. Spinning around here. Haywood up by 37 at the half. 37-0. Other scores we're still looking. Halftime, McKenzie 24, Collingwood 6. Lexington, some of these folks send it in a picture of the scoreboard, and you got to get this, if you're going to do that, make sure your shot's in focus so we can see the scoreboard. Camden tie at 14 at the half. Looking for a JCM score. 35. What did I say? 35-0 JCM in that ball game. Come on, switch over to the good game. Waverly 27, Cheatham 0. And let's see here. Other scores from West Tennessee we're looking for. South Fulton leads Gleason 7-0 at the half. And we're going to get a score here. O'Brien leads 14-7 in their ball game over McNary, I believe it was. Looking for some other scores. Lexington 7, Gibson County 6. That was at 9:07 of the first quarter. Other scores, O'Brien leading McNary 28-7 at the half. Lexington at the half 10-6 over South Gibson. That's a good ball game. USJ leads Memphis East at the half 35-6. Westview up over Ripley 34-0 after 1 quarter of play. McKenzie now up on 20 by Collingwood 20-6. Fayette Ware 7-0 at the end of 1. Dresden leads McEwen 14-0 at the half. Westview 55-0 over Ripley at the half. Looking for Northside and Hardin County. Northside 14, Hardin County 6. Westview leads again, as we said, 55-0. And Brewston leading Liberty at the half, 13-12 in that particular ball game. Looking for some other scores. Mount Pleasant leads Adamsville 6-0. And that looks like it's a run through the West Tennessee scoreboard. I'm going to look at one more board while we take this time out. When we come back, more of your halftime show. And we're back after this.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Next Friday night on the 10th, we'll be at Fayette Academy down in Somerville as we take on the Fayette Academy Ball Club. Always fun to go down there. But first things first, we've got some things to decide here tonight. Welcome back to Ronnie Fowler Stadium on the campus of Jackson Christian here in Jackson, Tennessee. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard, Bradley White on the camera, and Jay Cashin, our producer and director tonight. And Stan, it's 14-all. I know you have a couple other scores, but I do want to work it in before we let it get by us. If you're Coach Bowling and you're in that locker room right now, 14-all, what are you telling the Lions?
Well, Dave, I think I'm going to keep with the same offensive style here. We're throwing the ball. We're getting guys open.
They've tried to take away Atwood's feet, haven't
Yeah,
they?
they've definitely taken away Owen Atwood's feet, and rightly so. And TCA's done a great job on Lawrence.
On Deuce Lawrence.
Yeah, holding him to low yardage as well.
Knock on wood when you say that.
Yeah, knock on wood. Smith, the quarterback's got 41 yards.
How many yards did Lawrence have again first half?
Let's gonna see here. That's 11 carries for 12 net yards.
And remember, he came in here tonight averaging 10.6 yards per carry on the season.
Yeah, he had
That's
like
phenomenal.
900 on the season. 900. No, not that many.
845.
845 on the season. Pearl's got 41 on 5 for TCA.
Pearl did hurt us on that screen pass reception, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he has 2 receptions for 29. Nope. Pearl got 18 on that screen. Yeah, that kept the drive going.
All right, a couple other scores yet.
Yeah, Germantown on the losing end of a score to where Germantown 6-0 down to DeSoto Central, Mississippi, 28-20 at the half. They don't play down at DeSoto Central. That's a good football team down there. Germantown, an equally good football team. I was looking for some scores from the middle part of the state.
While you do that, I'll tell you that Cassie Brasher's watching tonight. Tyler Irwin and Teresa and John Whitehead are back with us tonight as well. A lot of folks watching tonight, enjoying the game, hopefully, as we see TCA and Jackson Christian knotted up here at 14 with about 2 minutes before the half. And neither team's been out yet. The varsity cheer team was out a moment ago. Now we got the little Eagles out there, the little bitty gals.
Okay, here's a score. Providence Academy, a new team, losing to Concord Christian 49-14 in the 4th. Concord Christian, congratulations. You've already qualified for the playoffs because your region gets 5 teams, and there's only 5 teams in the region.
Pretty well before the get-go. Week 1 you get in, can't you, Stan?
Yeah, Ensworth leads 14-0.
That takes a lot of pressure off of you, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Providence Christian Community, no score. BGA all over Davidson Academy, 48-10. Boy, since Davidson Academy has moved to a AA, they've really struggled. Remember how well they were playing in Class 8? They moved up and struggled.
They were dominating at times.
Oh, absolutely. DCA and Friendship Christian, no score on that game. That was the game I was looking for. Grace Christian Franklin, who has gone up from single A. And remember, we beat them by 40-some-odd points. They are 6-0 in AA ball. Go figure that.
Remember, too, the night we went to Davidson's after the tornado had gone through there, isn't it?
No, that was Donaldson.
That was Donaldson. That's exactly right.
That was Donaldson Academy that had those funky digital lights that I love so much.
Yeah.
That was the first time we ever saw digital lights.
I remember that.
Yep, I lost the remote control for my back device, which I'd just gotten the week before, because you and the late Bradley, what's his name, the late Brad McCoy, went and did that game at Davidson County.
Sure did.
Davidson
I
Academy
remember
for
going
me.
up there. Yeah, sure did.
I almost tried to catch a ride up there and come up there, but I figured back surgery at 10 o'clock in the morning, I better not be caught doing the game tonight.
I think you made the right move.
Yeah.
All right, but neither team's still out there yet. They're still doing some halftime activities across the way.
And remember, the TCA team's got, I don't know whether they're in the B gym or the A gym there, but they got to come a long way. It's probably the B gym.
Now we see Jackson Christian coming down to our right. They're coming out. So we're going to have, it's down to 4 seconds, but they're probably going to put about 5 or 6, 7 minutes up there, I would think.
Yeah.
Let's see what they put on the board. The horn sounds. And let's see how much time they put on the board here to warm up. They got to put a few minutes up there at least.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
Let's do that while you look for some other scores.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. And we'll come back and get you ready for the second half. And a couple more scores will sneak in. And a couple more thoughts about the first half and what we expect in the second half. That's coming up next. Stay with us. This is TCA Football.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Foundation Bank, one of the great sponsors of TCA Athletics, not only football but basketball and everything that we do for you fine folks out there. I got some scores from Middle Tennessee, a couple that we're going to pay attention to because that time of the year start paying attention to Middle Tennessee scores. A team that we played last year, they're up in Double A. Franklin Grace Christian leading Pope John Paul 14-7. Here's a score we got to take interest in because we're going to face DCA here in a couple 3 weeks. After we'll play them in 3 weeks. We play Fayette Academy next week, the bye week, and then we'll play DCA at home. Friendship Christian at the half, 37. DCA 0 at the half, 37-0. Friendship over DCA at the half. Pearl Cone leads Bartlett 17-14. Innsworth leading Knoxville Catholic 14-0. And that's what's being reported into Middle Tennessee at this time on the scoreboard. And TCA back out on the field for the second half. Both teams back out on the field. And Dave, it'll be TCA football to start this second half.
Yeah, a nip and tuck game, no doubt about it. One defensive score for the Eagles, a touchdown. And then the Lions have had 2 offensive touchdowns, and this game is tied at 14. Paige Hayes is watching now tonight. We appreciate that. As you folks watch the game, be sure and send us a little message. We'll be more than glad to work you in our broadcast. It's always an honor to do that. Well, Gabe Lee will drift back down to our right. TCU moving right to left on your screen. As you see the big crowd across the way and a huge crowd here that we sit among on the visitor side. Haven't checked Jay's battery power here late. Hadn't been one to look at, but I'm sure it's holding up really well. Jay's magical, isn't he? Well, Tucker Jones to kick it away. He tried the pooch punt or kick early. Oh, man, we're doing good. 77% right now.
I wish I had 77%. I'm down to about 40-some%. Throw me a lifeline there, Jay. Run me an extension cord.
That's getting almost to my age. Here's Tucker Jones to kick it away.
Careful, Dave.
The old man, the crippled guy. Well, we're getting ready for this. 24 minutes in regulation to decide this thing.
His son, by the way.
That's right, my son. Now, here's Tucker Jones. He's going to boot it away this time, and he nails that one pretty well, and Lee would just drift back here and let it go in the end zone. Smart play.
Now
nice kick by the touchback by
Jackson Christian.
Tucker Jones.
Dave, you saw him do all these pooch kicks in the first half. He had no problem booming that to the back of the end zone. Makes me wonder why on earth, if you can kick it that far back in, why would you kick on the pooch kicks?
I don't understand that as well. Well,
I just don't get it.
1st and 10 to 20. Lions will have it there, knotted at 14 all as we set the clock in motion here now with this first offensive series of plays.
worst field position of the night?
To begin the drive, yes, it is, absolutely. Remember, to begin the drive it is on a kickoff, but remember we took over on the stop down here.
Oh,
too,
that's right.
At our 10. Here's the handoff, and not
that should
much
be
at
a
all.
flag.
As Atwood wanted a flag, it didn't get it as they
Well, he's still on the.
twisted him down.
I want to see that again because I'm going to tell you why it should be a flag.
No gain.
Watch the play there. He took him down with a helmet. His hands, 54, his hands starting out in the chest. They slid up to Owen's helmet.
When the lineman Blake Carlson came up a little lame, I think hope he's okay. 11:30 left here. We played 30 seconds at the third.
So that was Miller on
no
the run.
No game. That's Miller on the run. It's 2nd down and 10 at the 20.
That was not a kosher play.
Nope. Yeah, he took Atwood and sort of slung him down.
Well, it wasn't a sling, but he started out with the hands to the chest
Yep.
and then went up.
Here's the option run by Atwood. He's going to turn the corner here. He's going to scoot his way. He's still in
He's
bounds.
got runs. He's going to go.
45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10. Write it down, folks. Touchdown, Lions. 80-yard gallop by Atwood.
And looking back here, I do not see any flags on the field. 80 yards for the score for the Lions.
First time they've led tonight. 11:04, an 80-yard run by Atwood. And, boy, did he put on, look at that speed there, and stayed in bounds, and they had no one to catch him.
Smoking hot was that play.
80 yards, and, boy, he right around the flanks that time. I wouldn't say easy, but once he turned the corner, you knew he was gone.
I think he may
right
have a new,
in front of us.
I think he may have a new nickname. It may be Smoking.
Yeah, Carlson in to attempt the PAT. 20-14, the line crowd on their feet around us here. Snap back, ball down, kick up, good. 21-14, Lions have their first lead of the night on an 80-yard Atwood gallop, and that's exactly what it was. And the Lions lead this game back up to this 30 with more TCA football.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
And welcome back, TCA with a 21-14 lead. TCA with an 80-yard touchdown run by Atwood, and here it is.
Again. There it is. Stayed in
Jay.
bounds.
And he's pulling away from people.
Great credit, Jay and Bradley.
And the reason for that, that's a member of your state champion track team, too, doing that.
No doubt about it.
Woo! Mercy.
You see McGehee running down there with him down the sideline. Here's a short kick. Gathered in at about the 20-yard line. Far side left is Robertson.
Uh-oh.
He's trying to make something happen.
That's
he
a
turns the
hold.
corner, and we're going to push him out of bounds across right about the 45-yard line.
I want to see that again. Watch.
Good recovery by Jackson Christian after they see TCA take the lead, and watch him go here.
There's a we caught it too late. The forward was kind of riding him on the backside a little bit there.
Did a good job pulling up and not getting a personal foul on that as well. 42-yard line. Be 1st and 10 there for the Eagles.
I mean, it probably,
still a buzz in this crowd around us here on the visitor side.
It looked more than it ended up being upon further review from the officials in New York City.
10:58 left here. Backs to the left and right of Smith. He goes out in the flat, and that's caught by Robertson. He's going to scoot his way up near midfield.
He's
going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards on the stop. Casey White.
Was that Robertson or Robinson?
I think it was Robertson. Well, good field position at the 49-yard line to pick up 7. 2nd down and, well, I don't know that he got.
Ooh.
Yeah, that ball was marked at the 43, so he's up to 49. Pick up a 6. 2nd down and a long 4.
Not as good a spot as we thought.
No, that's exactly right. 10:25 clock running. TCA leads the game 21-14. Eli White back there. Hands it off to Lawrence. Lawrence struggling his way, pulling a few people with him. He's near the first down chain. I think he has it at the 45-yard line of TCA, and he does.
Pickup of 7 on the play. That's his longest run from scrimmage tonight, Dave. 12 carries, 19 yards.
Remember who invented the digital chain gang and did a great job with that. Yep, no doubt about it. Why don't you and I think about something like that? We'd be down in Florida with our feet propped up, watching this thing, see 2 young guys doing it.
Then we just fly in for the games.
Yeah, we fly in, fly out. 45-yard line. Stan, what time is our personal jet lead today? 45-yard line, 1st and 10. And don't forget the snacks. Here's the handoff to Lawrence. Lawrence plows his way and stacked up after a pickup of maybe 2 yards.
A long 2.
We'd have to come in the night before. We'd have to fly in on Thursday night, though, and get ready and get our prep work done.
Yeah.
Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8.
We have to go out to both schools and interview them.
Yeah. Candy Patterson back with us. David McCoy. Hello, David. So the ball's at the 43-yard line. 9:18 clock running. TCA leads the game 21-14. Lions took their first lead on an 80-yard Owen Atwood gallop a few minutes ago, or a few seconds ago in this case. Here's the handoff. Lawrence again. Lawrence tripped up, and he stays on his feet. Great job by Lawrence as he still moves to the 40-yard line. Boy, we had somebody on him. Miller got a helmet on him, but couldn't bring him down in the backfield.
Still only limited by a 3-yard gain on the play. He really jumped through, but
Miller made a great penetrating play.
It did enough to slow him down, Dave.
3rd and 5 from the TCA 40. The Eagles trying to snap back and come back to tie the game, or pull within 1 anyway. Eli Smith, the quarterback, with Lawrence to his right. Steps up, that's Pirtle actually to his right. Checks off, 8:30. The TCA crowd really getting into it. Horns everywhere here.
I think there's a horn on the other side of the field, too.
Yeah, I think it is. Here's White throwing out there. Nice catch, and let's wait and see. The Lions, I think, hold him short, or did he drop him now? Here's a flag coming in.
We got something going on.
Yep, something along the Jackson Christian bench.
That was after the play, whatever it was.
Yep. The exuberance by someone. I'm not sure which side they're going to call it on the way TCA's reacting. It's on them. But hold the line. That is going to be personal foul, TCA on the Lions. Oh, that's deadly there.
There is some horn that's not – I think it's either off the scoreboard or somewhere behind us that's just going off constantly.
And that ball has moved all the way down now to the 25-yard line. Actually, the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, they're Eagles. 8:17, clock arrested. And the Lions and the Eagles are in a fight for the battle here, no doubt about it.
I think that's the scoreboard.
Here's Smith. Play fakes.
Draw.
Going to draw the quarterback draw. He's going to plow his way. He's close to the end zone. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
20-yard.
No. Short. They mark him down at about the 4.
I'll check that. 6.
At the 6-yard line, excuse me.
20.
He's a powerful-looking kid, and he just took people with him that time. That's a great play call by Darby Palmer and his group across the way. And the ball will be now to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal there.
Dave, do you hear that long horn that just has been going for a few minutes?
Yeah.
I think that's scoreboard.
How could you not hear that?
Draw again.
Eli's going to keep it again. Eli is knocked down as he gets to the 6, maybe a yard, and that's about it, and maybe 2 yards. Joe Cole, first guy back there, penetrating. Watch Joe Cole's penetration here.
60 yards on 7 carries. There it finally stops.
Going and others there. Well, 2nd and goal. The ball at the 6, only a yard pickup. TCA's been pretty stingy here at times when they've tried to run that ball in between the tackles.
That's literally inches.
7:23, clock running. 21-14, TCA leads the game. Eagles trying to knot it here.
Young lady wearing the Jesse Ventura boa feathers.
Eli Smith puts Robertson in motion.
Jet sweep.
Gives it to him. He's going to turn the corner. He's going to get in. Touchdown. 21-20 at the 7:04 mark. Well, credit the Eagles. After the Lions had the stunning 80-yard run by Atwood, they come right back. 4 minutes later, 11:04 is when TCA scored. Now it's 7:04 left, and it's 21-20. And it will be Tucker Jones in to attempt the PAT to tie the game.
The one good thing about this is, Dave, we got the first score in the second half to give us the lead, and we've been trading scores the whole game. Give one, get one, give one, get one, and then we start the second half by getting one. Now we give one. Hopefully it'll end up with us getting one and the big dub.
A stunning and impressive run by Atwood, and then a really impressive drive by the Eagles. They had the short field after the kickoff return, Stan. Remember, 58-yard drive that time.
Oh, by the way, I can safely say that is the longest run from scrimmage for the Trinity Christian Academy Lions this year.
80-yard gallop by Atwood. He'll have to do it again, or someone will.
I've been working on the individual game stats
Not sure what the delay is. They bring Tucker Jones out to attempt the PAT, and there's a lot of mingling around there with the officials down there.
They're deciding whether they're going to go to a Sonic or a cookout after the game, both teams.
Well, 21-20, 7:04 left in what has been a great game. Alice Yarborough, our lovely buddy, is watching. Hello, Alice.
Oh, mercy.
Man, we have other folks that are tuned in tonight watching the game.
Largest audience of the night.
Yep. And then I just lost all my contacts on my phone. I turned my phone a certain way. So comment again, and we'll get you in from time to time. I'll put it down. Maybe that will bring it back.
Taylor Allen.
21-20 your score.
Jennifer Tibbs.
I lost mine, so last 2 or 3 there.
Alicia Yarborough. Garrett Bond.
I think
Ashley
that's
Huffman's
Alice
friend.
Yarborough. Well, not sure what this delay's been about. 21-20. They'll line it up. Basham, the holder. The kicker will be Tucker Jones to attempt to tie the game. Beautiful night and what has been a great game thus far. Snap, forthcoming. It is back. It is down, and that kick is up, and it is good.
Well, we almost got it.
Almost got it. Hank Miller almost blocked that thing. Tied at 21. 7:04 left in the third. We're back after this. This is TCA Football.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Diamond, there was a penalty called somewhere there. It was assessed against Jackson Christian.
That might have been what the discussion was about that took so long to resume play. I guess it was. Personal foul or something of that nature.
Yeah, because that's a
They got to kick off at
15-yard
25, yeah.
The TCA is going to come out with sweet field position from
You
this.
hope so anyway.
Now they're going to probably – well, you can't really afford to pooch it here.
No,
You've got to
no.
go the distance.
Nope, no doubt about it.
You've got to put the rocket
Hudson Little is
rocket launcher
teeing
on
it up. And Little to kick it away. And here's his kick.
Another pooch.
A short kick, and that's going to be
White.
Joyce White.
No.
That's Joyce that time. I
Joyce.
think. Yep. Joyce wears 15. White wears 17.
Dude.
And despite the celebration by Jackson Christian on a nice tackle, great field position for TCA. The ball at the 46-yard line. They had a 58-yard field a moment ago, and they capitalized.
You see,
TCA would have a 54-yard drive here if they could score.
we had Gabriel back there, and you had Owen Atwood. That's why they did that. You didn't want to get it in Owen's hands again. No, he can't. That's a big deal, though, Dave, to give up that much ground. But then again, you had the extra 15 yards, which played into this decision.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the penalty was about, but obviously it was on Jackson Christian.
It had to be a personal foul.
Well, the Lions, good field position. Can they capitalize? We'll find out, won't we? Taylor Ann Johnson, one of my former associates. Judy Westover watching tonight as well. Here's the handoff, and that's Hammer and Hank. Takes people with him to the 50-yard line.
He's going to pick up a 6.
Yeah. And now we've got things, all sorts of stuff going on
And
here.
laundry on the field.
Flags everywhere after the play. We have some folks, little hanky-panky going on. Now they have to separate everybody.
Well, there's 7s in on it.
Rose is one of them.
He's not happy.
And
He's lost his helmet. He's got to come out of the game.
let's see what that's about. Yeah, they're going to get a guy in for him. That coming in across the way from him will be Colin. That was Colin White coming in. Well, Miller ran the ball for about 5 or 6 yards. Let's actually give him about 4.5. And that now a lot of mouthing still going on. The official telling Jackson Christian,
That's
zip it up.
Dave. That's a good bit of officiating there. Tell them
Boy,
both teams to back it up.
79 now.
Is in livid.
Jeremiah Jenkins is one of his own players trying to pull him away. I'm not sure what he's barking about.
He needs to go see his brother. You know his brother's name, don't you?
Jeremiah?
Yeah, Bullfrog.
Yep, the Bullfrog. And now they're talking to TCA's folks as well, to be fair, and they are announcing.
But I thought that was a good piece of officiating. The white hat went to both teams.
Yep, sure did.
And said, settle down, boys.
Yep. Well, after all of that, they wave the flags off.
Oh, and now they're hearing from the TCA fans. Coach is giving them an earful.
Of course, of boos here around us.
Well, we got.
And Coach Bowling is not happy. At midfield, the ball that knows the football right on the line. It's going to be second down and about 5, or make it 6.
I don't think unless they call it opposing penalties and then they just decide to wave it off.
Yeah, 6:38 in the third. We're tied at 21.
That could be the only thing that it was.
Big center hovering over that ball, Kendall Morrill.
And I could almost live with that.
Miller's in the pistol behind Atwood. Short side of the field here to the near side. They run the option this way. They give it to Miller. Hank turns the corner, 45, 40, and
go!
Still on his feet. And the official says he goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
I will tell you one thing. Let's see, that was at the 50.
10-yard run.
How much?
10.
10-yard run for Hammer and Hank.
I'll tell you, the intensity right now is, it's been that way since the kickoff, but right now it is really intense.
Yeah, it's
getting a little chippy.
The intensity's been turned up a notch or 12.
21 all, we're tied. Again, a precarious pitch by Atwood, but Miller right there, Johnny on the spot. Short side of the field too, Stan. It's tough to run that play and get yardage, but the blockers did their job.
What's that song, Living on the Edge? Or
here's the handoff again to Miller. Miller
yards.
Makes one guy miss, makes two guys miss. Plunges his way to the 40-yard line.
He's going to pick up 6. He's got 6 carries for 31. So Hammer and Hank has come to play ball here in the second half. He's picked up his lunch pail and gone to work.
39-yard line, second down and 4.
Did you get that one? Picked up his lunch pail and went to work?
Teams going to, toe-to-toe, just battling each other to the T here. 5:46.
If
you want folks standing.
Folks, if you want to use that, it's okay. I'm okay with gimmick infringement.
The 4-2 Lions and the 6-0 Eagles. They've had their battles through the years, and this is a classic thus far. And now we have a man in motion. Yeah, we had either two people moving or someone jumped early. That hurts.
They're going to say Hank probably moved early. We'll see what they call.
It was 2nd and 4 at the 34. And now it's going to be.
Oh, it's against them.
Oh, someone must have jumped outside.
Encroachment.
Yeah. Lake Helton was
first
telling
down.
his team here on the side, it's on them, guys. It's going to be a first down. They're going to move the ball to the 29.
I'll be honest. If you saw a replay, Hank may have left just a tad early. So we got away with one there.
They have.
So I'm an equal opportunist, Dave, you see.
Well, Miller's in the pistol behind Atwood.
Bang, bang.
Lee, far side right, haven't gone to him yet in this half. Helton here to the near side. Atwood puts Harden in motion, gives it to Miller. Miller makes a guy miss, and then he's hitting the backfield. Nice play there defensively. As coming through there, shooting the gap that time for Jackson Christian, making the initial hit was James Dyer. He's the guy that had the fumble recovery for 65 yards.
They're going to say no gain on the play. I thought he got something on that.
I thought he did too. I thought he got a yard or two,
well,
but the ball's at
he
29.
got hit in the backfield, that's why.
4:44, clock running.
He broke the initial contact, got back to the line of
Tied
scrimmage.
at 21. Both teams have just gone up and down this field offensively, but the defense has stepped up big on some opportunities as well.
Seems like we've been going to the short side of the field all night.
Sure have. Here's play fake Atwood. He's going to roll right, wants to throw, got to throw it, and it's incomplete. And a flag comes in as they tackle Gabe Lee before the ball got there.
Pass interference. Dave, what is that, the third or
fourth time Lee has drawn pass interference. And that is just so obvious. Look at this.
And Mama stood up and said, "You can't do that, JCS."
Between the Lee family and the Gehring family and the Miller family. We got an entire group down here.
Had dinner with the Lees last night.
Betty Lucky is watching. You did?
I had there was a team function, a team dinner last night at the Lee's house.
All right, my invitation must have got lost
Lot
in the
of,
mail.
lot of
418.
what do you call that? Not shuffleboard.
Yeah, do you hear me? My invitation must have got lost in the mail.
You were out of town.
I was out of town, yes, for about 16 hours just outside of town. 21 all, we're tied, 4:18. Ball at the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 Lions. Trying to unknot this game, which is tied at 21 all.
Got to come away with points
Kevin
here,
Hansen,
Dave.
you can see the apprehension on his body down below us here, the great trainer here.
Yeah, he's digging back and forth,
Sure is,
rocking
he's pacing.
in place.
Coach Bibb down there pacing.
Ooh.
Here is
Look at this, look at this!
That's going to be Miller. Touchdown, Lions!
Hammer and Hank from 14 yards out gets the score for the Lions.
54-yard drive.
Let's see that one again. I want to see that from the get-go again. If we can show it one more time after this play. I want to see the start of that play. It looked like almost a little bit of a mess up on the start. Here we go. We crossed.
Great blocking. Great offensive line
Oh,
blocking.
yeah. I mean, the left guard, left tackle, excellent job of blocking just like I did.
Went back and pinned his man, didn't he?
They obviously watched some old
Snap
Stan
back,
Gerard
ball
game
down,
film.
cross, and trying to put it through again, and it is up. It is good. 28-21 Lions. Back after this. Stay with us.
The left guard obviously watched some of my old game film.
Back after that great bit of ads there for you. 28-21, stand 4-13 to third, and this has turned out to be exactly what I think a lot of people didn't expect. If you read the media folks,
Well,
most people didn't give TCA a big chance in this game, and it's still not secured. But boy, a big stop here defensively would be big. But this Eagle team, everything we heard, they're very talented.
Yeah, Dave, you remember what I've been saying for 2 weeks? You better not sleep on TCA because the boogeyman's going to get you, and TCA's the boogeyman.
Both teams have just been superb here.
Oh, we've showed up.
It's obvious in this region, Stan, and no disregard or disrespect to others, but USJ, TCA, and Jackson Christian head over heels over everyone else in this league.
Absolutely, and again, that's no disrespect. 'Cause I will tell you, folks, Theta Academy's coming. They got an outstanding middle school group, and they're going to be a force here in about 2 or 3 years.
We'll be down there for next Friday, good Lord willing.
And the creeks don't rise.
You know, that's not because of water. That's because of the Creek Indian uprising. You didn't know that, did you? Here's the
I knew
kick,
it.
and that ball will go out of bounds across the way at about the 20-yard line. Took a crazy hop.
That was like one of your 9 irons. You had it going right for the green that took off right.
I never hit 9 irons really good. I was 6-iron was my man.
A soft 6.
A soft 6 or even a hard 6. I'll never forget when my home.
They all went the same.
My late wife and I, we lost our home back in 2007 in Trenton.
I remember that.
That's when we moved to Jackson. And I'll never forget, Steve Heyman came over and we were going through the house. And he looked at my son. He says, "Oh, my goodness, your dad lost his 6-iron." That was the first thing he said, and there it was,
and
charred.
They're going to kick this over again. I'm going to tell you a little story on Diamond Day. That was on a Tuesday.
Sure was.
I was delivering coffee and tea.
I was at Lambeth working.
I was in Paducah that day. I went inside. There was a hat store.
I remember that well.
And I came back. I met you in the parking lot of the mall.
Don't say much more. You'll get me crying. 28-21. Lions lead the game by 7.
And I said, "Man's got to have a hat."
There's my man, Philip Robertson, pulled me out of a fire today and helping me with a tree that we had to take down.
I remember that day vividly.
Yeah, it was a tough day for us.
It was one of them days, but
Miss Peggy's smiling in heaven, though, so she's okay.
Well,
but that was a tough day. Nothing like driving over a hill and you look at the hometown you were living in at that time and you see smoke and you know it's yours. Here's Lee. Lee kicks that football, and that ball is going to bound its way inside the 5. Drop down there and fumble it. as Deuce Lawrence picks it up. He's on his feet, though, and makes a nice return up to about the 25-yard line. You know, sometimes, Stan, when you see a guy drop the ball and hesitate a little bit, trying to pick it up,
It throws your timing
it
off.
throws your timing off to get down and cover them. At the 25-yard line, let's see where they mark it. 27, I think, is where they're going to mark it. First and 10.
You see him bobble a little bit, and you get a little whoa in your feet.
Yeah, sure do. You tend to take your eyes and lose your focus and start watching.
And that ball bounced right back up into his hands again.
Brenda Henderson says, looking good, Lions. Betty Lucky, Gail Miller, Danielle Davis. And here's a run, nothing there. The Taylors are watching, walking the game. Well, no gain that time. Maybe a half a yard at best, second down, and let's call it 10 again. 3:50 clock running third.
Yeah.
Here at Jackson Christian, the Eagles find themselves down to this line bunch by 7. Heck of a game.
Oh,
Heck
what
of
a game. Definitely the game of the year so far.
Been for us anyway. Been a pleasure to call it. Every game is, but especially a game like this. Here's Eli White keeping it. Eli White, good yardage. Scoots across the 30, up to about the 35. It's going to be about 3 yards short. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
And he's been their leading ground gainer. He's got 8 carries for Stan Gerard, 67.
He's a tussle to pull down, no doubt about it.
He's a little fire plug type player.
28-21, 3 minutes left exactly now in this third stanza. 2 receivers here to the near side. White puts Robertson in motion. Throws it out there in the flat. It's caught for the first down and more. 40-yard line, 45-yard line, hustling his way for the first down will be the receiver that time, which is going to be Carlos Robertson.
About 9 yards in the play, Dave.
That's hard play to defend, Stan, because White just drops real quick, takes about 1.5, 2 steps, and then fires.
And they've been running that play all night.
And it's been effective most of the night for them, too. 45-yard line, 1st and 10. 2:35 clock running in third quarter.
And the reason it is because they got some outside guys there. So speed. Lawrence coming out here in the slot. Don't be surprised if he doesn't come in motion and we get a jet sweep out of him.
And you got to back off them a little bit because they could beat you. White drops
Same play
this
again.
time, throws this time downfield, incomplete. Well over the intended receiver's hands. Robertson this time again.
See, he gave pretty much the same look as he did on the last play, although instead of a turn-in route or curl route, it was a go pattern.
Yep.
Overthrown. And probably lucky because we may have been beaten a little bit there.
Speaking of Lucky, Betty Lucky's back with us watching. 45-yard line. Her granddaughter's on that golf team.
Yeah.
It's been so good. State tournament this week for the Lady Lions. Tori and the gang. Philip told me they'd be there Tuesday through, I think, Friday, he said. 28-21. He went to a play tonight. That's why he's just getting here a few minutes ago.
Scotty the Body Golden watching, the head of the Golden Girls.
The Golden Girls. One of my favorites of all time, Haley. White fakes the pass, going to keep it and run midfield, 45-yard line. Got to be short of the first down, but he's going to only be about a yard short.
Pick up 9 on the play.
It'll be 3rd and a yard.
Dave, we haven't stopped him all night.
Sure haven't. I don't know why they haven't gone to him more, to be honest with you. 28-21, 210.
We've got to get a spy on him a
And
little
Stan,
bit.
every time he's run left for the most part. You notice that? He runs behind that left side of that offensive line.
But what's happening, though, is we're keeping such an eye on Deuce Lawrence. Now,
they give him the first down to 45. Excuse me.
Okay, we'll give him 10 on that then.
Yep.
What they're doing, Dave, they're letting Lawrence run, or they're letting the quarterback run to keep Lawrence from
White
running.
throws it out there in the flat this time, and it's caught again, and more good positive yards for Jackson Christian.
About 6 on the play.
You just can't defend that because you saw a moment ago, they went deep a moment ago just to set these short passes up again, I think.
Didn't see who caught the ball, but
TCA had decent coverage. It's just so hard to defend that quick snapper like that. 38-yard line, second and about 3.5, 4 yards. Let's call it 3, 2nd and 3. Clock running a minute, 8:19 left. The Lions leading 28-21, but every lead in this game has been precarious. TCA's had the lead at 21-14, now 28-21. But the Eagles have bounced back just like the Lions did in the first half. Hand off Lawrence. Lawrence, a little stagger step, and then plunges his way for the first down to about the 20-yard line.
That's a nice run there, Dave.
He did a really good job just keeping his feet dancing a little bit till he saw a crease open and he took advantage of it. 58 seconds.
About a 7-yard run. That's his longest run of the night, Dave.
Remember, we told you folks he averages 10 per carry. TCA's done a really good job on him tonight. And for the most part, Jackson Christian's done a great job on Atwood other than the 80-yard run he had.
And once he got to that edge, it wasn't even close.
Eli White looking over, 1st and 10 at the 29. We said 20-yard line. It's hard to see at this angle. And let's see who called it.
You know, that run just might make a highlight reel tonight.
Well, offsides, TCA.
Ugh.
Moves it from the 29 to the 24. It's going to be 1st down still, but 1st and 5. That hurts.
Oh, mercy. My foot's falling asleep, Dave.
I can't help you. Carol Davis is watching. Kirby Matheny. Hello, Kirby. Haven't talked to you in a while. Well, it's to the 24 now. It's 1st and 5. It gives them a chance to go up top, maybe look for something. Jay's working on the battery. He's working on the internet.
Yeah, this is a free play for him.
Yeah, no doubt.
Lawrence outside.
They give it to Lawrence, so, and he turns the corner. Didn't get a lot, but.
We rolled him out of bounds like My Little Pony on that play. And that's going to be the end of the quarter, Dave.
Yeah, he needed 5. He got about 4. So it's going to be 2nd and a yard when we come back. And the ball is going to be inside the 20-yard line. We're right at the 20-yard line. And that horn tells us that we head to the final 12 minutes. 28-21. Lions lead the game by 7, but it's a precarious lead as Jackson Christian's marching. We'll find out what happens right after this. Stay with us.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance. And we don't just believe in Tennessee, we believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. Travis Vance and the folks at Farm Bureau, the official insurance agency of the TCA Lions.
2nd down and 2 at the line 21. The Eagles have it. Trying to tie this game, 28-21 Lions. 12 minutes on the board and yet to be decided.
Oh, mercy. Well, here we go, Dave.
Eli White in the pistol. Lawrence. Actually, no, Lawrence is going to get the snap. Lawrence is going to run. There's the Wildcat Lawrence. Lawrence running inside the 15, inside the 10, and he's down to about the 7 or 8 yard line, 1st and goal.
That was a big run there.
And they snap it. They had White back there in the shotgun, but they snapped it to the right of him to Lawrence.
Now, watch it. Well, we saw it below. They had the blocking back in there, much like a single wing blocking back, came to the right and led the blocking up ahead there. Pickup of what? He's down to the 6, so.
15-yard pickup.
15-yard, his biggest of the night. 50 yards.
Good play call by the Jackson Christian Brain Trust across the way.
Boy, he hit our defensive back hard.
He sure did. He lowered. That's his best run of the night. Powerful and some speed as well. Eli White now Pirtle to his right. Puts Robertson in motion. They give it to Pirtle. Pirtle tries to go behind the offensive line and nowhere to go. Lions stack him up right there.
They tried that fake pump over there and then reached that ball back. Let's see if we can see this one more time. Yeah, we saw that, but he kind of reached in with there, and Dave, I say this all the time, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
2nd down.
And goal.
And goal.
From the 7.
Ball right at the 10-yard line a moment ago. Now they move it to the 7. Lion defense trying to hold on. Heard music all night tonight. 28-21, 10:42 clock running.
Yeah, that music's not supposed to play during the course of play.
So it's going to be White in the shotgun again. Lawrence behind him there. And now flags, and that's going to be, I think, on Jackson Christian, the illegal motion. Boy, Jackson Christian's hurt themselves with some penalties when they've had it in the red zone, haven't they, Stan?
Oh, I definitely think so. I mean, they've shot themselves in the foot any number of times, and we're happy to have it here, though.
Second and goal from the 14.
Dave, I think that music's coming from the TCA
I think it is,
student
too.
section.
I think it is, too. That's where they were applauding and had the cowbells down there a moment ago.
But that's actual taped music.
Well, back to the 14. And it's second and goal there. 10:22 left in the game. 10:20 clock running. Tied. Well, actually, 28-21 Lions. Jackson Christian trying to tie it.
I know nothing about that, Dave.
I know nothing either. I haven't heard any music all night.
What music?
28-21.
That's just some great singing.
We approach the 10-minute mark. Eli White puts Robertson in motion, gives it to him on the jet sweep, goes inside, now outside again, turns the corner.
Yeah, he's
inside, and he's going to go in the end zone, ties the game.
He did a great job getting around the edge there.
Sure did.
From 14 yards out. Who was that again?
That was number 3. That is Kingston Robertson. Let me double check that.
Yeah.
Yep, Kingston Robertson, yep.
His second touchdown tonight. 4 carries, 2 touchdowns.
Within a PAT of tying the game is Tucker Jones. 28-27, no pressure here. 9:56.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking kicker. Snap is forthcoming. It's back. Ball is down. The kick is up, and that kick is up, and it ties the game at 28 all. We'll be back right after this. We've got one going to the wire, apparently. Stay with us with more TCA football up next.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
We're back. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard, Jay Cashin, our producer director, Bradley White on the camera, and the stars of this one are those 2 guys, and also the stars are the 22 people that's been out on this field for the most part.
Yep.
Offensively, defensively, take your pick, back and forth with both of those units. But Stan, it's been a heck of a ball game, and I think our best game to cover all year.
Our young Gavin Rasnick on this team. Your Grammy is watching from Charleston, Missouri.
How about that? Carol Davis, we mentioned earlier. We'll get all those folks in as my phone goes haywire on me again. We'll get some of those folks in. And now here's Little to kick it away again. Hudson Little. Short kick and calling for the fair catch
Smart
about
play.
the 30-yard line is Joyce.
That's a smart play there, Dave.
Yep.
30 is not bad field position. I'll take a nice long 9-minute and 58-second 70-yard drive for the dub.
Jackson Christian waving their hands like something was done illegal there, but I thought he called for the fair catch.
He did.
Well, they moved the ball back to the 28.
Somebody's not happy about that.
No, they're not. Really good football team.
Well, we won't repeat that.
Kirsten Nash, Weatherspoon, those linebackers. Offensive line's done a pretty good job on the D-line of Jackson Christian. Both offensive lines have played well here tonight. 9:55, 9:56 actually. 28-yard line. There's the pass out here now to Harden.
Oh, great block by Gabe.
Harden, yeah, and Harden banged out of bounds. At about the 36-yard line, a pickup of 6. Now Lawrence comes over here celebrating and riding into the TCA bench. What's that about? And now, boy, oh boy, he's lucky he didn't get a flag there.
Dude, you just gave up a 9-yard pass. Why are you 8-yard pass? Why are you celebrating?
Yeah, he come over here and he got all over Casey White and knocked him, and Casey's probably saying, I should have been an actor. I should have just gone down like I was really hurt.
Yeah.
28 all, that's a pickup of 6, second down and 4. That's their own 36.
We don't honk the horns when we're on offense, people.
Here is Atwood. Looks like he's changing the play here. Short side of the field, they put Harden in motion. Atwood on the high snap, gives it to Miller. Miller hustles his way to the 39, and he
First
is up.
down, should be.
Should have the first down up near the 40-yard line. Quick popper that time.
About 6 or 5. What do you
Let's
think?
give him 6.
And that puts him at a smooth 60 yards for the night.
28 all, we're tied, 8:55 clock running. TCA has the football. A chance to go down this field and score and put all the pressure on Jackson Christian, which is undefeated on the season. Both teams know they're really in a battle here and have their hands full with each other. Snap, Atwood. Atwood throws. There's the pass down there, and that pass is going to be caught.
Oh, my!
What a catch. What a catch by
21.
Lake Helton.
39, 50. Let's see, that's 11, 21.
How many times have we seen
31.
Lake Helton go up and catch the ball on top of a defender's helmet almost? Unbelievable catch. Nice throw by Atwood, and
Look
then
at
Helton comes up
Oh,
with it.
man, you just saw a dandy of a catch.
Good grief. Well, ball's at the 31. Big pickup there, 1st and 10 Lions with 8 minutes left in the game. Tied at 28 all. A buzz in this crowd on both sides all night long. Atwood has Miller in the pistol behind him. He gives it to Miller. Miller crunches his way for yardage down inside the 30, down near the 27 or 26.
And again, Hank's not out there getting sexy yards, Dave. He's just, like I said, he's just picked up his lunch pail and gone to work.
He picked up 5 to the 26. It's 2nd and 5. The Lions, the clock running, 7:30 left in the game, tied at 28.
And Gabriel hadn't touched the ball this half.
Took this ball at the 30-yard line. Yeah, they sure hadn't. Kerry and Ray, I'm sure, sitting on the end of their chairs.
They're playing him real tight there.
Miller's in the pistol behind Atwood again. We approach the 7-minute mark. Atwood throws. It's going to be caught.
Oh,
and
my.
That's caught inside the 10-yard line. And who caught that one?
That's Gabe.
That's going to be Gabe Lee.
I'm going to tell you what caused that. Let's see this play again.
Look at this catch on a low-thrown ball.
We step back. You can't see it, but you had the receiver. One receiver step back, and Gabe made
Oh, my goodness.
Gabe made a flag cover and got in there for the 1st and goal. What was that? Pickup of how much?
Well, from the 26, they have the ball, what, at the 9? Is that right?
26, 16, 18 yards, 17
It'll
yards.
be 1st and goal for the Lions. We're at the 7-minute mark now. The Lions knocking on the door. Ball's on the, right at the 10, is that what they call it?
They're calling it the 13.
13-yard line, excuse me. 1st and 10 there, Harden in motion. Here's the handoff to Miller. That was sort of went awry from the very get-go from the snap. And not much there at all.
Some fans not happy.
No gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 13.
Dave, this half hasn't been quite as chippy as the first half was.
The third quarter got a little chippy about midway through it.
Okay.
It's
calmed down a little bit, though.
Yep. 28 all. We're tied in a heck of a ball game here tonight at Ronnie Fowler Stadium.
And I think that was a result of the good officiating that the White Hat did by talking to both teams. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. And it's been pretty non-chippy since. 2nd and 10 from the Jackson Christian 13. Atwood claps those hands twice. High snap. Runs the option and is thrown back to Miller. And the ball is loose. And who's got it? I think Jackson Christian's come up with it. The Eagles come up with a fumble recovery on a high pitch and a devastating play offensively for the Lions and a huge play for Jackson Christian.
Don't give Hank the fall on that one. That you gotta learn when to pitch it, when to eat it, Dave.
6 minutes exactly left, and they'll take over Jackson Christian being they. And the ball is going to be at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10. Well, now it's time for the defense to turn the tables for the Lions. Gabe Lee doing a good job talking to Atwood, settling him down a little bit.
You just got to know when to eat the ball sometimes.
1st and 10 Eagles. That's the bad news. The good news is they're back at their own 16, a chance to keep them at bay here.
Because
make them punt it.
You took away at least 3 points.
Hand off on the jet sweep. There's Robertson hustling, and moving his way all the way up to the 30-yard line. Pick up a 14 yards. Giving the 29 a pick up a 13. That sweeps hurt us in this half a little bit, Stan.
Yep.
5:52. Well, the Lions have to regroup here, shake that off, and someone come up with a big play defensively. The Eagles trying to turn the tables here. After not having the lead in the second half, they're trying to take it back here. 5:35 clock running. Ball at the 29-yard line, their own 29. Lawrence in the pistol behind White. They're in the eye, actually. Here's the handoff to Lawrence. Lawrence breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, then he's pulled down at the 34-yard line, and a great tackle by Gabe Lee.
That was a hack-a-shack there. Gabe Lee, you know, he has quietly become, before the end of this year, Gabe Lee could have the potential to become TCA's either second or third all-time leading tackler.
I think he's had an all-state kind of year, to be honest with you. Under
Oh.
5 minutes. 2nd and 4 from the 35.
We've got 2 all-stayers in that defense, I believe.
A pickup of 6 a moment ago. Eli White, the quarterback, has Lawrence to his right.
That was Lawrence that ran that, right?
Yes. Lee keeps it on the quarterback sweeper, and that's hurt us on the quarterback keeper, I should say. He powers his way all the way up to the 42-yard line before he's finally tackled.
7 on the pickup.
They took it at their 16, remember, with 6 minutes left. 4:35 clock running.
10 rushes, 83 yards for the
TCA had a
quarterback.
chance to take the lead and could not convert after they fumbled the ball, and it's going to be now Jackson Christian's time to try to shine. The ball at the 43, 1st and 10.
But the clock is a-ticking.
You begin to sense a little bit, Stan. They're running game gaining momentum here.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've just worn us down a little bit or not, but that's the case.
They're an awfully big team, Dave.
Eli White to Lawrence. Lawrence juking his way and did not get, he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And the ball pops loose. But
They're going to say the
ball is
whistle.
down. Yep, and I think that's the proper call. Gabe Lee doesn't like the call. Well, you'll see the replay here.
I wish we had opposite side replay.
Yeah, hard to tell here. No gain, 2nd down and 10 from the 43.
They blew the whistle. They were still dragging him down, but they blew the whistle before he got down.
3:40 clock running.
He lost the ball, but they've already blown the whistle for some reason.
TCA's defense under the gun a little bit right now in a tie game, 3.5 left. 2nd down and 10. Yeah, Stan, you begin to sense their running attack is beginning to show its prowess here a little bit. White has the eye to his right. Robertson in motion. They give it to him in the jet sweep again. He's been pretty effective, and not this time. Maybe a yard or two, and that's it.
Ooh, he may have lost a yard, Dave.
I think he did. 42-yard line. He lost a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 11. TCA did not take the bait that time. They stayed at home and waited on him to get there. TCA gets Greg Carter. No, it's not Carter. That's actually Emery Summerlin.
Summerlin coming in.
Played well. They take him out, putting a defender in there.
So we're going with
They get
speed.
a lineman, yep. Thinking they might throw it here. 2:40 clock running. Tied at 28. Can TCA hold them and make them punt? You hear the chant of defense down to our left, especially with the student body. 2:30 in the clock running. Tied at 28. Eli White in that gun. Lawrence to his left. White drops. White wants to throw. White being pursued. White's going to be eluding a tackler or two. He'll break that plane, and now he's going to move to about the 47-yard line. They have to get to TCA's 48. It's going to be 4th and about 4 or 5. Will they go for it or punt it? 2 minutes left.
They're going to give him
4th and about 5.
a long 5.
Darby Palmer's going to call a timeout and think about it, or did Coach Bowling call it? It doesn't matter now. 1:58, tied at 28. We'll take a quick 30. The play of the game thus far. Who's going to win this thing? Huge, huge play. The biggest play of the year. Stay with us. Back after this.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
We go from New York, New York last night to Rocky Top. You know which one's my favorite song. Stand tied at 28, and they're going for it. And you expect them to. Eli White, the ball at their own 47-yard line, 4th and a good 5. Robertson in motion. White has that snap. White moving back there. White, they stay at home this time and try to attack him. They throw it out here in the flat, and that ball is going to be incomplete. And the Lions are going to have great field position. Incomplete.
Woo, Daddy.
A minute 51.
And time to drive.
White running for his life and then throwing it, and didn't come close, too high on the pass. Well, I say it didn't come close. It was too close for comfort if you're a Lion fan. Look at Joe Cole being congratulated.
In case you're wondering.
And Case and White as they come off that field. 47-yard line of Jackson Christian. The Lions now. The shoe is on the other foot. A minute 51 left. 47-yard line. We'll mark it down at a minute 51.
What was that David Bowie and the guy from that band that he's dead now? Queen.
Well,
pressure
on both of these teams. Now the shoe on the foot. Pressure on Jackson Christian's defense. Atwood puts Harden in motion. They give it to Miller. Miller breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Miller's on his feet as he moves inside the 40, inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line.
12-yard pickup, first down for the Lions.
I think Jackson Christian was thinking something on the flanks or maybe thinking a pass, and Miller right down the gut. And look at him run that ball with authority. Linda and John have to be happy about that. And the Millers.
15,
and the
11 carries, 77 yards. So he's picked up his business. He only had 9 yards at the half day.
A minute 40 left here. 20 in all, we're tied. At the 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
Gabriel Lee carried this team in the first half. Hank Miller's done a lot of that load here in the second half.
Some confusion, and now the Lions talking about it.
Use the timeout.
Might have to use the timeout here, maybe.
Use
I think they're going to have to use the timeout, and Coach Bowling has to call the timeout. You got to call it. A minute 20. And Stan, not sure what happened there, but the Lions let some precious seconds go off, but still, we're going to keep it here. A minute 20 left, tied at 28, and the Lions a chance to move this thing down and win it.
Well, we'd like to welcome all of you who've been watching other games in and around West Tennessee tonight. We've got a dandy here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, 28-28, $1:20 to go in this game in regulation. The TCA defense came up aces, and the Lions have the ball on the Jackson Christian 33-yard line.
Gail Miller says, go get them, boys. Danielle Davis thinking the same thing. I mentioned Ray and Carrie Gehring watching it. I'll guarantee you Jerry and Susan Davis are pretty nervous, I would imagine, now as well. A minute 20 left in the game. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line in the fourth quarter here, tied at 28 between two really good football teams.
Dave, I can tell I've been so nervous all day. I've only had about 6 ounces of liquid all day long. Haven't eaten yet. I've been so nervous, and man.
That's the
truth, too.
Stan Gerard update on his
I'm
food
nervous.
Today. Well, I was that way with the Yankees last night, so I can't really make fun of anybody.
Too nervous to eat.
Here is Atwood with Miller in the pistol behind him. Harden in motion. They give it to Miller again. Miller plunges his way down to the 30, and he's pushed back there at about the 31-yard line.
I think they're going to give him the 30. Pickup of what, 3?
Eagle defense.
Yeah, we're going to get the 30.
We hit the 1 minute mark, 2nd and 7.
And we have not kicked a field goal this year.
From the 30. Atwood dropping. Atwood throwing. Atwood is caught! Caught by Lake Helton. Helton runs out of bounds across the way. And Helton's got that ball and on first down with 49 seconds left. And what a nice play by the Lion coaching staff, and that great execution by the kids.
Ball was at the 30. Where are we at now, Dave? I can't see.
They're going to move the ball. It's going to be 1st and 10. And the ball is going to be standing inside the 15 at about the 14-yard.
All the way to the 12.
12-yard line. Make it 13-yard line.
18-yard pickup for Helton on that play.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. 49 seconds left. 49.3 if you're a purist and you're keeping score at home.
Like Freddie Garrett.
Like Freddie Garrett.
He always scores at home.
Hash mark left. The Lions tied at 28. 49.3 left. Atwood in that pistol behind him is Miller. They run the option. Here's Atwood keeping it. Pitches it to Miller, and Miller is banged out of bounds. But he kept on his feet. I'm not sure how he stayed on his feet. Boy, Atwood took a blow. Then Miller took a blow. And the Lions fortunate to come out of that thing. And let's see. It looks like Atwood may be shaken up.
Uh-oh.
No, he's up. He's all right. Well, that didn't work.
Every time we pitch the ball, my heart gets into my throat.
That's a loss of a yard. Actually, make it about a loss of a half a yard. Let's call it 2nd down and 10 if we want to be positive. And we want to be positive. 13-yard line, 43.4 seconds left.
80 yards and 13 carries for Hank, by the way.
Atwood, 43.4. Atwood in that pistol. Miller behind him there in the pistol. Here's the snap. Atwood looks. Atwood wants to throw. Atwood's going to come this way. Atwood's got to throw it away. Now he's going to throw that ball, and it's going to be caught and dropped. Williamson couldn't hold on to it, and probably, to be honest with you, Stan, not a bad drop because they had about 3 people in the area.
Okay, Dave, here's what I want to do on this play. The ball's on, what hash is it going to be on?
It's on the left hash now.
Okay, I'm running an off-tackle play to the right. The reason you want to do that, set the ball up in the middle of the field in case you need to kick a field goal for the dub.
If you had to kick it from here, it would be a
30-yard
attempt.
And he kicked a 35-yarder in middle school.
Certainly within Carlson's range, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lions have it, 36.7.
Go right tackle.
Here's the handoff to Miller. Miller runs that football, and he is crunching his way down inside the
Well, you got to go for the field goal here,
15 down to about the 14-yard line. Or let's see, what did he get? He didn't get much. It was at the 13, and that calls a timeout Jackson Christian. They're going to try to ice the kicker. And where's that ball going to be, Stan? We're going to keep it here again. It's right at the 10-yard line, isn't it?
Well, they still haven't. Yeah, it's at the 10.
It's at the 10. It would be
a
now
27-yarder.
27-yard attempt with 30.5. Be a little longer than right at a PAT.
And it's on the only thing that scares me. It's on the left hash. That's why I was saying we want to run that ball off right tackle to at least because if you don't break and get a score, you at least set the ball right up in the middle. This is going to be a tough kick.
Carlson has been automatic on PATs throughout the year, only missing 3 all year.
But it's one of the soccer-style player would be easier for a soccer-style player to hit that one because it would fade to the right, and you've got plenty of goalposts for that.
Boyle the snapper. The holder will be.
No, Boyle's not snapping on this.
That's right, he's not. Let's see who's snapping it. The holder.
53, I think.
All right, here's the kick.
Well, here
Atwood
we go.
is the holder. Hash mark left to win the game, possibly with 30 seconds left, is Carlson. He lines it up, looks at it, snap back, ball down, kick up, and we've got what? I think Jackson Christian jumped through, I think. And they did.
That's not going to – now that's going to make it 4th and about 1.
No, you still kick the field goal here, 30.5. I kicked the field goal.
Where are they going to place that at, Dave?
It's going to be down at the 5.
No, it's – yeah.
At about the 5-yard line, so this will make it now.
An extra point, basically.
Extra point, basically, yep.
From the hash.
The ball's at the 12. It's going to be a 22-yard field goal attempt, or the snap will come back to Atwood at the 12.
I can't even stand up.
A 22-yard field goal attempt to win the game, possibly.
Oh, good Lord.
Snap back, ball down, kick up. That kick is up, and that kick is goal! By the Lions! Hit the field goal with 28.1 seconds left, 31-28. He knocked it right through the uprights, folks.
Woo! Hot diggity dog. His first field goal attempt of the year, 28.1 seconds, and the Lions lead 31-28.
What a drive by the Lions as they came up with that football and moved down the field. Remember, Stan, they took the ball at the 151 mark at the 47-yard line after the defense held.
Yeah, Dave, I'm not going to get excited yet because I still remember the USJ game.
Yep, no doubt.
I'm not going to do it this time. I lost the USJ game by getting too excited before I had a right to. I'm not going to do it tonight.
31-28.
There's still work to be done.
Not everyone thought that TCA would lose this game, but most people favored Jackson Christian, and well, they should. They're undefeated. Yeah. They're one of the best teams in the state.
Now
it will be TCA's time to hopefully hold this thing. Remember, the USJ game, they had the ball on 2 fourth-down conversions and had to go about 70 yards for the score, and then they did and won the game.
If I'm Gabe Lee, I'm kicking that ball about 12 miles.
Yeah, you kick this thing, and Lawrence is back there, but you still take your chances, try to knock it over his head. Now the ball falls off the tee again. 31-28. The Lions Big student body, big crowd here. Look at the student body in there, Stan. They're celebrating,
Oh, yeah.
but maybe too early yet.
No, it says Hank's on the sideline. This is one of the few times Hank Miller is on the sidelines.
So it's going to
on the
be
kickoff.
Gabe Lee, the left-footed one.
And I think I have him on there.
Here's the kick. And Lee knocks that thing down there, and Lawrence is going to float back there right
At the
the
one.
2-yard line. He's in far side right looking at
Oh, my!
room, and the guy that got back there is the guy that kicked the ball. Gabe Lee was the first guy that hit him back there.
Gabe Lee is the man.
And it's going to be 21.8 seconds left.
And that's right at the 15-yard line, 21. Did the clock even move?
Well, yes, it was 27 seconds, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yep. 31-28.
Now-
Well, the line defense has to bow up here. Obviously, Stan, they've got a great running backs, but they've got to throw this ball, I would think.
You've got to play. It's the one thing we didn't, we're doing it this time. We're playing a little bit deeper. We did not do that against USJ, and it cost us. We're playing, give them the 5 yards and give them that all day long.
They got the prevent defense. And now what do we have? Timeout, I think. Timeout. TCA wants to talk about it. Coach Bowling out there, and we're going to keep it here again. A good timeout.
Oh, yeah.
21.8. If there's any doubt in any way at all, you call the timeout.
Yeah, you've just got, because there is no tomorrow. You can't take them with you. They don't roll over next week at Fayette Academy. So we use them now and make sure you're righteous.
The 6-0 Eagles, that undefeated season, now in jeopardy. The Lions trying to get to 5-2. Lead the game 31-28. Third time in the half that TCA's led the game.
Yeah.
Once or twice by 7, now only a 3-point lead. But the news is 21.8, and they've got 85 yards to go for a touchdown. Of course, they'd like to get it about 70 yards and take their chances for a field goal, a long field goal. And Tucker Jones certainly has the leg to do that.
Well, Diamond Dave, over the years, Jackson Christian is only 3-5 against TCA during the Darby Palmer years. We've certainly got his kryptonite. Do we got 22 seconds more of kryptonite?
Eli White, they go out to Rose. Rose has running room, and he's up to about the 30-yard line. They tried the quick popper, and with 16.6, that only took about 5 seconds to stand. What they did was what you expect them to do.
Yeah.
They didn't try to go deep. They went for something out in the flat and then hope their receiver could beat the defenders.
So that took 5 seconds off the clock there.
That moves the ball up to the 27-yard line, or 20, it's a 26. We're going to take a quick break this time, a 30. Timeout. Lions trying to hold on for their life.
Mercy.
They lead 31-28. Back right after this. Carroll Davis says, come on defense. So does Trey Silman. Here's White throwing out in the flat this time. It's going to be caught, or is it? Yes, it's a catch at about the 36-yard line. And now another timeout by Jackson Christian. That gets it down to 11-9. It's taking about 5 seconds every play.
Yeah.
And they're going to run out of that unless
they've got to
now
go
they're probably
deep.
going to go deep this time. We want to say hello to Danielle Davis, Andy Hall. Hello, Andy.
Andy
Irma
Hall.
De Jesus, Alicia Dillon, Gail Miller, Carol Davis,
Andy Hall's ball
Rod
was
Parker,
a good one.
Hot Rod. He sure was. John
William.
Lewis Coffey, one of my good friends. He's a Yankee fan as well. Stan, it's taking about 5 seconds, so they're going to run out of 5-second increments. They got to go deep more than just about a 8, 9, 10-yard pickup.
And I see we want to welcome the Jackson Christian fans or former Jackson Christian fans, or we'd like to welcome the Jackson Christian fans who are watching our broadcast tonight. There's a few of you on there I can notice.
31-28, 11.9. The ball resting at their own 36-yard line.
But you've got to take that run deep now. 12 seconds, you've got to go deep.
TCA leads the game 31-28. Jackson Christian trying to get in field goal position here.
Watch a pass to 3, hook and ladder to
There's White drops the ball, now picks it up. He's going to run that football, and he's going to be tackled as he moves to the 37,
6, 4,
down to 5, down to 4,
3,
down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. The Lions
win!
The Lions have upset Jackson Christian 31-28. White dropped the ball, tried to pick it up, and the Lion crowd is gone bananas.
Dave, I've been saying this for 2 weeks. You don't want to sleep on TCA, otherwise the boogeyman's going to get you. TCA is the boogeyman, and we just got him.
The crowd celebrating as well as the teams, and now they'll shake hands in what has been a great game. Win or lose, both of these teams laid it out on the field. They played spectacular football. Congratulations to both, and especially our Lions who pull off the upset. They win at 31-28. We'll take a quick break and come back and dissect this thing and get you ready for Fed Academy next week. Scores, highlights, and scoring recap. The Lions win at 31-28. Congratulations to Coach Bowling and his football team. Back after this. Stay with us.
We had the kryptonite
The efficiency
tonight.
of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. People are staying with us,
Well,
too.
the happy family here, or the happy final, I should say, and it is a happy family on this side. We sit on the bleachers, in the bleachers tonight, thanks to Jay Cashin, his great production here, who set us up really nicely.
Yeah.
And a beautiful place to be, and a beautiful win for the Lions of TCA. The student body played a big part in this. They had never sat down all night. They've had the music blaring down to our left, and the Lions win at 31-28. Very quick scoring recap. 6:57 first, 65-yard fumble pickup recovery by James Dyer. Jackson Christian, after the Jones PAT, made it 7-0. The Lions come back about a minute and a half later. 29-yard pass Atwood to Lee. Spectacular catch, high over his head. PAT by Carlson, 7-7. 2:22 left. It was Lawrence, a 1-yard or an 80-yard drive, a 1-yard run, made it 14-7 at the end of one. The Lions in the first minute of the second stanza come right back. It was Hilton, a touchdown reception from Atwood. 14-all after the Carlson PAT tied the game. We go to halftime, and that's what the score was, 14-all. And then an 80-yard Atwood run at the 11-minute mark, 11:04 actually, if you're keeping score at home, made it 20-14. Carlson, the PAT, 21-14. But then Jackson Christian came right back. It was a 58-yard drive. Jones, the PAT, after Robertson, a 6-yard run, made it 21-21. And then the Lions come back, 54-yard, 14-yard run by the Lions. And it was 28-21. And then they come right back, Jackson Christian does, at the 14. Actually, at the 9:57 mark, 9:56 made it 28-all. And then in the waning seconds, it was a 22-yard field goal by Ty Carlson, the kick of his life, the only field goal attempt of the year. And the Lions win this thing 31-28. And the Lion troops come over here to celebrate with the crowd, and well, they should. And Stan, what a big win for Coach Bowling. Peggy Bird loves it. Lark Taylor loves it. Chris Tippett. Beth Cornelius Waller. Beth Waller watching tonight as well. Her son, one of the great players here of all time. And Stan, what a big win.
Huge
for
win.
this program.
Huge win. And I got to try and see if I can find somebody that we can get Coach out.
He's being interviewed right now. Let's while they do that, just you'll go over some quick stats.
Yeah, we'll go with the stats real quickly here. First, for TCA or for Jackson, Jackson Christian unofficially 194 yards on the ground, 74th unofficially 268 yards. TCA 187 on the ground, 134 in the air, 321 for the Lions. It was Owen Atwood, 88 yards and a score. It was Miller, 80 yards. Harden with 14 yards. Receiving, it was Lee with 2 for 49 and a score. Helton, 2 for 53. Harden, 2 for 21. And that is your quick thing. TCA held the outstanding running back for Jackson Christian, Lawrence, 19 rushes for 56 yards, averaging well over 100 yards a game, cut his running in half. And TCA, their quarterback, played well. Smith had 11 rushes for 88 yards for the Lions. And Dave, if you can keep that, I mean, I can holler at someone.
Okay, we'll do that. Let's do this real quick. We'll come back. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back, see if we can get a quick word with Coach Bowling, and then we'll come back and wrap this thing up in a few minutes. The Lions win at 31-28. They go to Fayette Academy next week. We'll have airtime for you at 6:30 and the kickoff at 7 o'clock. Let's take a break, and we'll be back post-game continuing in this happy night for TCA fans and the Lion Nation. They win the thing 31-28. Stay with us, everybody.
Tell them we're live.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
I'm live with head coach Darren Bowling alongside Diamond Dave McCauley. The TCA Lions win this ballgame 31-28. And, Coach, I'm going to get the first question in, to hand it over to Diamond Dave. I've been talking for a few weeks saying don't sleep on the Lions because the boogeyman might be coming to get you. Tonight, the TCA Lions were the boogeyman, and we had 48 minutes of kryptonite.
Yeah, I tell you, they played well, played hard, and with it being October, I get your point there, but I don't know that we're the boogeyman or not, but I do know that the boys play very, very hard, and we were very excited for them.
Coach, so happy for you in this football program. Certainly, we've called a lot of games through the years, Stan and I have, but this has to rank up there in the top 3 or 4 or 5 we called. This was a heck of a ball game. You beat a really good football team. And if there was any doubt that TCA's not a really good football team, those were put aside tonight. Both teams went at it. I mean, they had the upper hand for the first half. We kept coming back. And then the second half, we had the upper hand. They kept coming back. Great ball game that came down the wire on the Carlson kick.
It did, and that's, a game like this, and we talked about this before, Stan and I did, and with big game, being able to play in a big game, not
Sure.
just to play in it, but when you can be in that game, you learn how to win them. But you got to be in it first to learn how to win them. And I thought the USJ game taught us a little bit of how to go ahead and take that thing and finish it and win. And I thought tonight we took advantage of what we've learned throughout the season and got to finish.
If I tried to just single out a couple, 2 or 3 players, I would be remiss because I'd miss somebody. But I do have to go back. The Atwood 80-yard gallop, boy, right down in front of your bench here, that had to be one of the best plays in TCA history, I think.
Yeah, it was, that guy's special. Owen's a great young man and a great quarterback, and he makes a lot of things happen with his legs and his arm. But tonight, their game plan was to keep him in the pocket, not
Sure.
let him run the football. So we had to kind of manufacture ways to get him outside, and that was one of them, and he took advantage of it. And, of course, when you get him in open field, it makes a difference.
In a 31-28 game, people say, well, a little bit of a shootout, and it was to some degree. They had a defensive score, of course, on the Dyer fumble recovery and went 65 yards. But both defenses stepped up and made huge plays all night tonight, especially when the other team had the ball in their territory.
Right, and, you talk about a momentum swing with a back-and-forth game, but what people don't see that you could probably see because you've seen a lot of games is there's momentum swings within a series.
Sure, it surely is.
You can see a defensive team looking very tired, very fatigued, and all of a sudden they step up and make one play, and then it turns the table and they get a stop, and where people don't necessarily see the play-to-play momentum changes, but we had a lot of that tonight too, not just on the scoreboard, but just within the series of downs and on both sides. And we were very fortunate to be in the game tied at halftime the way we played the first half, and a lot of that is just, I think they were just hyped up and they were just mentally not focusing on what they needed to take care of. And once we got that corrected, so guys, just be patient and go out there and play the game. I thought the second half they did a much better job.
Gabe Lee and Lake Helton may lead the world right now in spectacular catches.
Yeah, I'm telling you, those two are really, really good. And it's been fun watching Lake develop. He's a basketball guy, and watching him the past couple of years developing into a really good receiver.
I go
He's
back.
a threat.
Yeah, I go back. Excuse me, Coach. I go back to the summer. I ran into Frank Clampett at Kroger one day, and he said, "Keep your eye on Lake Helton. He's gonna be a force this year." And I believed him, but at the same time, you thought, well, okay, we'll wait and see. But he has really fulfilled that commitment, hasn't he?
Oh, yes, he has. And with Gabe on the other side, you can't just double cover Gabe and leave Lake one-on-one. So it makes it kind of tough in there. And our inside passing game wasn't quite as good tonight, but I think a lot of that had to do with them just holding Owen in the pocket and trying to keep him in there and contain him. But those things open up, and we'll go back to work on those things on Monday.
We'd be remiss, too, if we didn't bring up Carlson there at the end. He had it left hash there. They had the penalty. Stan was just obviously pleading and crying that we needed more men in the center of the field. Right. But, boy, he came through when he had to, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. We did call a play over
Sure.
there, and Hank just didn't make it. He didn't make it far enough to the middle, but he made it just far enough.
Yeah, sure did.
That's what matters. But we were trying to get the ball in the middle of the field for him, but he's a special kicker, and he does it from every day at Price we kick. We start off, our first thing we do is 9 field goals. And we do 3 from the right hash, 3 from the middle, and 3 from the left hash.
Right.
And he's pretty
consistent making all those. So I had no doubt he was going to make that field.
Yeah, same up here. We were so pretty tense. You could feel the intensity in the crowd. You could see it on the field. But, you look at that defensive stop that set us up at the 47 to start with, though. That was the biggest play of the game to get the ball back in our hands.
Absolutely. Defense stepped up many, many times tonight. And I know Hank, playing both ways and having to handle a lot of load on the offensive side, and then a middle linebacker as well. He's gassed. He'll sleep well tonight if cramps don't wake him up. But I thought the defense all across the board played really well tonight.
Absolutely. And you look at, I know you coaches get involved in the game. You don't really see anything in the stands, or here maybe you block it out. Our student body was sensational tonight.
Oh, yeah. We do hear them. I mean, it's a blessing when you have guys like that come out and support you. And, we want to do something for those guys as well, because they do so much for us. And so hopefully, throughout the season, we'll be able to do some stuff for those guys.
Little I know when I walked by and when I got here earlier tonight that we'd be talking about a big win. I thought we had a really good chance. Most pundits didn't give us much of a chance, as Stan alluded to, but Stan never stopped believing, did he?
No, he didn't. Stan is a true believer in TCA football, and so always good to have him in your corner.
Only as big as what we make it next week when we go to Fayette Academy. A tough place to play. We should be favored, but certainly you don't take them for granted.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is this was just one stop.
Sure.
And you know that, and making those kids understand that. Hey, this past Friday's over. That was a stop. We took care of business. It's time to move forward and continue to get better, and hopefully they'll have that mentality.
I go back when I was a longtime voice of Trenton Peabody. You know the guy well. Tim Haney used to talk about Mr. Mo. We had a lot of that tonight, didn't we? Time and back and forth.
It was a lot, and it was a great game, I'm sure, for the fans to watch.
Oh, it was.
As was the USJ game. We just came out on the wrong end of it, but it was a great game, and I thought the student section, everybody was great at that game as well. So it's been good for those guys to have them, and just proud of my guys right now.
No doubt about it. We're proud for you and proud for the entire staff and the kids and this fan base.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Coach Bowling joins us as the Lions win this thing 31-28. It's going to wrap it up for us. And Stan Gerard, what a big win for Coach Bowling and for this football program. Final thought from you before we get out of here.
Huge win. I'm not going to give you a whole scoreboard. I just want to find a couple of key scores on here, because you can watch my Facebook page for the scoreboard. Milan 35, UC 13. South Gibson beat Lexington. Covington won huge. Looking for the USJ score. Dyer County won big. Crockett County won handily. Huntington wins. Munford destroys. Peabody cruises. Westview rolls. McKenzie wins. South Fulton with a shutout. O'Brien Central with a big win. Scotts Hill loses. USJ wins 49-6. Most of those points coming in the first half of play. And that's a look at your scoreboard. And 31-28 is the final. And I couldn't think. It's been a long time. It's been a few years since we've had a game this exciting, Diamond Dave.
No doubt about it. A great game for our Lions. Congratulations to the Eagles. They played really well enough to win tonight. But the Lions, it's their turn to win this thing tonight, 31-28. For our team tonight, Bradley White, great job as always in the camera. Jay Cashin, I don't have enough compliments and pundits to say about that guy. Both of them are super guys and super people. We enjoy working with them. And for Stan Gerard, I'm Diamond Dave McCulley from Ronnie Fowler Stadium here in 2025. Early October. Mark it down. The Lions win at 31-28. God bless you. Have a great night. We'll be back with you next Friday night from Fayette Academy from Somerville. 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff. So long, everybody.